What's good, everybody? It's your boy Tevin Denzel, aka Tron DeLorean, aka Dago Soul, aka your girlfriend's favorite fat boy. And we started this episode off with a story, because we get to sitting down rapping about shit. So story,
Right.
Bobby's story's already started. So we're gonna give y'all one in the beginning, talk about some shoes, sneakers, life, and shit.
Oh yeah, man. Shit, we're gonna go all over the
Yeah.
place. It's like, man, I'm just ranting today.
And then we gonna let the other story get closer to the end because we gotta make sure y'all motherfuckers stick around for the good shit. Y'all will anyway because the content is.
Wait, so are you on half now? And
We'll do the Glorilla story.
okay,
Then we'll drift into some other stuff.
all right.
See, these podcasts are easy because normally when I have other guests, it's like, if it's not you or Jonah, it's like I gotta have a script. You know what I mean? Gotta go boom, boom, boom. But with y'all, it's like y'all have hosted before, so it kind of just flows.
Yeah, man, you just go. Yeah, but okay, boom, take it back. I went to San Diego. I'm at the Glorilla concert, and what's that? House of Blues.
House of Blues.
Yeah, House of Blues. Yeah, so Tevin was telling me that it was like, well, he left because
It was a rough week anyway, and
Yeah,
then that
yeah.
night I was out there and something told me I was like, man, it just don't feel like I love the. Don't get me wrong, I love the ratchet activity.
Oh, it was
I
rad.
love
shit.
I love that. That brings joy to my spirit. Like it's like when, a Trump supporter sees an American flag and then that joy in their body.
Right.
When I see ratchet activity, something in my spirit just does the hokey pokey. I don't know what the fuck it does.
Man, it's like, man,
Sea walks a little bit.
Man, it's like from the drive down to the house. Well, from the house to the place where the concert was at. I mean, I was smoking, and I was actually coming up with like a ratchet bingo card, like in my head, because I was like, okay, is fucking a big glow.
Mm-hmm.
And like, and she from Memphis. It's like, and she Memphis, like
Merzik.
yeah,
Mhm.
like
Herman.
Memphis, like man, fucking Yo Gotti back in the day, Memphis.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Very
man.
very humble, very down to earth.
Yeah,
But
very
about
down,
that shit.
humble, down to earth. Like, man, and she's into some wild, freaky shit too. You
The-
saw that shit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you like your dudes?
Not on the food.
Yeah,
No,
yeah. Ugh, that's terrible.
When I pulled up, I was waiting for you and Alan to get there. So I went to
How do you
Coin
even
Out.
bring that up though? It's like, yeah, man. I sorry to cut you off, but like,
You good.
yeah, it's like what, are you with a dude and like what? Did the dude ask like, yo, so like, what's some shit that you into?
Yeah.
And if he didn't, yeah, how do you just, how do you, as a female, approach that with the guy? It's just like what, a pizza get delivered or something like that?
I think she said she asked him because she was like, if we had just got done eating food, and I'm like, I just, not on the
right,
food,
come
and
on
I'm
my
gonna eat it. But it's like, that's some niche shit. 'Cause I remember when I first started really watching, like, getting into porn and all that, that was some sick stuff. Like,
I've never seen that.
I have when I was younger, and that's what
I'm
one
older
thing I
than
was
you,
like,
man.
well, I mean,
I do not know what the kids nowadays are gonna see. Like, when they get to that porn,
well, likewise, I feel like when I was younger, like, it was, gangbanging DP was out there, but it wasn't as crazy. But now it's like,
oh no,
that's
no, no.
entry level.
Yeah, oh yeah. It's like,
You know?
man, they are DPing out of this world right now.
In public, like the public shit is crazy. Public is almost like normal now.
Man, hey, you know what I was thinking right now? It's like when you were saying that, because I like to, man, I just push it together.
Yeah.
It's like, man, hey, do you think that the reason why porn is as extreme as it is now is because of like, how attention on on social media is like such a huge thing now? It's
Absolutely.
like everybody wants to be like seen and like remembered for shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just like, I don't know.
It's a bit of that, and it's also super desensitized.
Right.
Like everyone's
something
like,
too.
if you like, we're both into horror,
Right.
but if you watch a movie from like the '80s as horror, it might get you on the primal fears. But as far as like blood and gore,
Right.
it's just like, okay, that's nothing. Because today, I mean, you see people like body parts flying. I know you've seen the Terrifier movies, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Terrifier 2, the first scene, he's just going in on this dude.
Yeah.
Pulls his eye out. Then the scene in the laundromat with the little clown girl, I was like,
Yeah, they overdid that movie.
yeah. But I'm just saying, most people will watch that and they would laugh.
Right.
But you put this back 15, 20 years ago, it's like, oh my God.
Right.
This movie cannot be seen. Like, this is almost like dark web type shit. You know what I mean?
Man, like, and that's crazy because, I mean, man, shit, being like in the military, I mean, like, man, I got 5 combat deployments. I mean, I've been attached to like a whole bunch of different groups.
Yeah.
And like for one of them, it was actually like a recon unit, and these motherfuckers would have like no shit pictures of like kills that they would do. And it's just like, Yeah, it's like, man, for the longest I was like super desensitized while deploying, but then like, man, shit, dude, like my last year and a half, man, I just went through this whole thing where I was just like, you know what? It's like, man, shit, I feel like I'm getting, well, like, like, man, I'm losing my humanity by not being able to, to empathize with a whole bunch of stuff, and like, and all this terrible shit is just like, it just, doesn't bother me, and I'm like, you know what, that can't be right. Like, man, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so like, yeah, man, so like, that was really back when like the whole like fucking like, World Star shit was popping off. Yeah, like, and everybody was like just doing shit like just to scream World Star, huh? Yeah, and fucking get them in the big box. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
You
like
seeing murders on World Star every week like nothing.
Yeah,
it got to a point to where I go on and it would be like explicit, like someone gets his head chopped off or
it
cartel
used to just be
video.
like man, it just terrible music and fucking ass, like terrible music with great videos, but then like it just okay, boom, like if I can remember, I think it started off with rapper fights, like fights at concerts, and then then it just started just degenerating into like fights in
everything,
general.
any fights you could see.
Yeah,
any argument, anybody getting shot at or shot, any kind of like clickbait stuff, like
terrible.
There was no moral code of ethics. It was just like,
not at all.
If it's gonna get us 100,000 views in the first 30 minutes, we want that.
Oh man,
whatever you could send in that's crazy, people gonna click on. We need that.
Man, like, I feel like the combination of like the rise of World Star, like, I feel like World Star started peaking around the same time social media started peaking, and like, and those two colliding has become the fucking asteroid that's like that destroyed fucking humanity right now. You know what I'm saying? Like just empathy and like humanity and shit like that is like gone because of people like wanting to be famous while being able to like want to be famous in front of an endless amount of people. If that makes sense.
And even like in the comment section, everyone's like, oh, first comment, or everyone is always ready to give that hot
Everybody
take.
wants some attention.
Yeah, so it's like I've seen videos on Twitter where people will literally post half of a video or a partial video, and there will be comments flooding it, giving opinions on, no, this is wrong, shame on them. Then you get the backstory, and it's like, oh shit, this is a whole 180. Like, the person that looks like the aggressor is actually the victim. But it's like, I'll even use Kanye for example. The whole thing with anti-Semitism and all that, I was never a fan of it, but I'm also like, what else was chopped out of that interview? Like, it was the what is it, the fucking Drink Champs one. They kept showing those clips. I'm like, well, what did everything else in the interview look like? Because if you take in a minute and a half clip out of a 3-hour interview, there's still almost 3 hours
made a lot
worth
of sense
shit
in that whole interview.
And that's what I was saying.
If you sat down and watched the entire thing, it was like in
he didn't tell one
things,
lie.
Yeah, like in context.
Yeah,
it's like it would have made a whole lot of sense. It's just like the whole slavery was a choice thing. Like, if you watch the entire thing, it's like I still can't rock with it because it's just like
it wasn't a choice.
It's like, I get it. It's like, you don't have to be a slave. It's a choice to want to stay there and like, do that. But at the same time, it's not that serious because I mean, like if you're a slave with a family and it's just like, oh well, if you don't pick this cotton, we're gonna kill your kids. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and it's not like you got a support system. Even today, it's like, oh well, the government's doing this, we can overturn it. You don't get enough motherfuckers.
No,
most people have more to lose than they do to gain. Even if the gain is immense, they're only looking at what they can immediately lose and what they're putting at risk. They're not gonna make that. So.
See, the problem with why that will never happen is because the government does just enough to keep everybody comfortable. Exactly. People don't want to lose being comfortable. So it's like the government does like if you notice over the year they'll try new shit, raise taxes a little bit, raise prices on food a little bit, and then like when the people start really going back, it lowers back down, and then there's somebody somewhere taking notes like, okay, well, cool, we can get them
we
to
know
this.
Where we can go, we know the limits, we can push it here,
and then like if you notice the same thing, shit gets too expensive, motherfuckers start getting uncomfortable, and then boom, stimulus checks start going out. You know what I'm saying? It's like people just want to be comfortable, and it's like, and I see it every day. People give up their rights and liberties as humans just so they can be comfortable. It's like, I mean, there's literally people saying that like, man, they don't mind giving up their fucking like privacy. I'm like, why? And it's just like, oh well, if you're not doing anything, and it's like that's not the point.
Yeah.
The point is, it's like you don't want to, even if you're not doing anything, like you don't want to like not be able to just say you don't feel like being bothered, or like no, it's like okay, there isn't nothing illegal in my house, but at the same time, I don't feel like you know, like a motherfucker should just be able to come in whenever they want to,
Yeah,
like
exactly.
you know, like just so I can feel comfortable. It's like no, man, I'd rather, you know, it's like take my risks, and like have my privacy.
We jumping all around, but even the sneakers, if you look at certain raffles, like the ones that are like, you know, you do the first raffle, you get 1 point. You have up to 5 points. Like, okay, link your Twitter, link your Instagram, link your Facebook, but you'll give them access to see your page and to see your private. I'm like, why do you need that for me to buy a shoe from you? Like, why do I have to give you so much intel and have become part of your list to buy a sneaker?
Yeah, man.
Because in my head, I'm like, if I win a sneaker from a raffle, I'm probably gonna mess with that store, that site, because
absolutely.
I got that serotonin. Okay, I know like they're legit.
Right.
That enough is gonna make me. But me having to be part of a list, and to me, I'm like, or tag 6 people. I'm like, why? I'm just trying to get the shoe.
I don't know, man. I don't do those shits. It's just like
it's too much work.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, I mean, like, oh yeah, you know, like follow this Twitter page, follow this Instagram page, tag 6 of your friends.
Yeah.
It's like no, man, I'd rather not. Man, I'd rather just pay resale.
Yeah.
But you know what I was thinking was, since we're heading in this direction, like man, we might as well do the like the sneakers and all the other shit, and then like say the Glorilla.
The Glorilla 20. We can do that.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just like. It's a hilarious story, but at the same time, it's a very abrupt story. So yeah. So
getting the sneakers, man. I hit on the shock drop of the threes.
Man, like for you, I'm proud.
Yeah,
and I'm happy, and like in the other guys that I mess with, I'm happy for them. But like literally, the fucking meme of like the person wearing a meme smiley face, but like but behind it is just like they're like fucking mad and crying.
Yeah,
like that was me. Yeah, because I actually knew about the well, so like someone had told me that like it's a really good chance that it's gonna happen.
Yeah,
but man, you know how that goes. It's like oh yeah, it's like, you know, this is gonna happen at this time, whatever the case may be. Yeah. So like, I actually knew about the drop. I think like 3 days before it happened, and it's like, and for some reason, like fucking every drop happens like when I'm commuting back up from San Diego, dropping off my daughter and going to work. It's just like it's in the worst part of traffic, and it's like, man, I always have to like, you know, like fucking like tweet links and like fucking type in shit. I've tried to automate as much as I can, where it's like, you know, you press a couple of buttons, stuff like that.
And the shit I hate happened to me here, because this is my first day working remote. I feel like in those moments when I need everything to be auto set, I gotta log back into my account.
Yeah.
I gotta enter my credit card number or my security code.
That shit happens all the time.
But it's I can go on there any day and buy an item, and it's just do the little do your face scan.
Look on sneakers every fucking day, every day, and it's like never have an issue.
Yeah,
never. The day that I actually want something, it like
technical issues. Did you get the button? People were saying that they didn't even get the button.
Yeah, I got the button. I got the button.
They said it came up. They click on the thing when it said, shock drop, but the button wasn't there. They could scroll down, but there was no purchase button.
Hey, you know what? Good. I'm glad. I'm fucking glad that we're starting on this. Because man, this is the event that made me text you and say, hey, like I need to rant about some fucking sneaker shit.
Yeah.
So first, like let's just talk about sneakers. So me being someone that's in tech, you know, and knowing how this shit works, and knowing how much money Nike makes, it's like the sneaker, like the app itself is a pretty cool app. Hey man, I go in there and like look at a lot of stuff. I read about a bunch of stuff. It's like man, shit, like I actually utilize the app for. It's like, dude, I actually go in there to look at stuff more than I do to actually buy stuff. So it's just I'm probably Nike's target demographic for like why they made sneakers. It's basic, like sneakers is basically like fucking like a digital version of Slam magazine.
I mean, because we grew up on I just fucking Soul Collector mag.
Yeah.
So we came up with sneakers really in the sneaker bag, opening up, buying the magazines, reading through it. It was more than just getting in and putting it on. You learned about it.
Like sneakers is
stories was in there.
Yeah, sneakers is basically like sneakers if this was a thing when I was younger and like high school and shit like that, it's like dude, the shit would have saved me from buying Complex magazine, Slam, Soul Collector,
Double XL when they had their little ads.
yeah,
For sneakers.
Double XL, for for Eastbay, that was free.
Yeah.
But like it was basically like all those like just crammed into one in my phone on an app that I can like watch or whatever case may be. But the way that it is set up is fucking ridiculous. It's like I know that I may be like just ignorant to like to like how sneakers does things, but it is so fucking complicated and difficult for shock drops. Like, the fact that I knew about this possibly being a thing 3 days before it happened, down to the time of when it was gonna happen, and I still did not fucking score. It's like, dude, I get it. It's like I don't resell shit, so like when I buy shit off of sites, I buy my size because because I don't buy much now, but when I do, I'm buying it to wear.
To keep it,
So these threes, I probably would have had them on today when I came over here to do this fucking podcast with you. But like, so like I'm in a group chat. It's like, shout out to my homeboy O. I gotta put you in. I actually gotta link you with him because it's like he's talking about doing some like.
I need O friend. I think we talked about it before. I need to get all three of us into a pod situation.
It's like So like he just hit me up. I think on Friday, either Friday or Thursday. But it's like man, shit. I gotta put you. I'm in the fucking group chat. Okay. But no, it's like so. Shout out to him because like dude does like like vlogs and stuff like that. So like he's down with a whole bunch of people, and so like if they have a Discord where all these secrets get dropped, and he just just drops them in the fucking room. And then we got a bunch of other people who like fucking own shops or like like get like shit early and stuff like that for a price or whatever. But so it's like he got tired of me ranting about how like how these fucking shock drops and shit like that are stupid because they don't work and stuff like that. Because maybe it's just me. So like I'm getting told that like that there's a link, a secret link that'll get dropped, whether it's Twitter, whatever the case may be, Nike, whatever. So you click the link and it's supposed to take you to the shoe with the menu of what sizes there are supposed to be there, correct? I don't, like, am I understanding this correct? Right?
Direct. So you click the link, takes you directly to the shoe.
Right.
Normally, if it goes through sneakers, you'll get the big announcement, shock drop. You go in.
See, I don't get that.
You don't get any of that?
I don't. So basically, like whether it's Twitter or like whoever, it's like, man, like what they'll do is drop a link, and then I'll click the link, and then it takes me to the page that basically explains about the shoe. So two
questions for you.
Okay.
When you've done it in the past, have you like clicked that you wanted the shoe, like notified? Okay. And then is your app up to date?
No, I believe it is.
I'm asking the IT nigga question.
Like
so is your system up to date? Did you click on it? Okay. Because with mine, like I said, on there, I mean, I have my alert set too. So when they drop, my alert went off. But I had been in a Teams call with my manager.
See,
like when they
drop alerts on, and I don't get alerts when shock drops happen.
Do you have them silenced? Like, do you have the banner on your phone?
Yeah.
Because I have some of my notifications on, but if I don't have the banner clicked, it won't come up on my lock screen.
No, you know what? I take it back. It's like because like for this last one, I did get updated like that it was a shock drop, but it was like fucking 5 minutes after the fucking drop. I was just like,
See, I got it on time, but for mine, I was in a Teams call. So I'm like, I can't, be have my phone up. I got in 2 minutes after the shit came.
I have a fucking black phone for real, because like, man, this motherfucker's late for every goddamn thing. It's like, I
think I was gonna get my shit, because thing is, I went on mine, I put it for the men's, then I went for my daughter's pair.
Right.
So immediately when I put in her size, it said sold out, but it came up twice. So I was already fucking mad. I was like, I just missed these threes. This is the one of 3 shoes this year that I was like, I need. No pun intended. So that shit said sold out. I was mad.
Then
I scrolled back up to the top to, try it again for like a 10 and a half instead of an 11, just see what I can do. And it said, pending. I was still in line. I'm like, all right, bet. So I'm texting Jonah. Jonah's like, did you get them? And I'm like, nah, I mean, it's pending, but I'm kind of nervous because it already told me sold out twice. So Jonah ended up taking the L. Shout out Jonah. I'll help you and Jonah, by the way. That's a different story.
I don't even get this far. But
he got the L, and I'm sitting there, and then I get the got him screen. So I'm like, all right. But with Nike, I've gotten early shit and they've canceled it before. I've even gotten release date shit, and until it ships, I'm nervous because it's gotten canceled. Mellow ones, I still remember those Mellow ones, the highs when they came out.
Yeah.
Ordered a pair off there, and then it was good. I think I called into Nike and I was like, I want to put my military discount on there. I think that might have been what it was on those, but cancel my order. Then said it was oversold or whatever, but I don't know. That's weird because I feel like you should get them.
Yeah,
I feel like it should take you directly there.
It's like I might get the fact that there's not that many size 11 and a halves. It's like man, shit. I could do an 11 and have a better shot, or I'd have a better shot at getting them. But then I'd end up just having size swap somebody for 11 and a half.
Yeah,
and then, that's just a pain in the ass. It's like it is literally I can't even think of something funny to say that. Man, it is just ridiculously hard to fucking swap a size 11 for 11 and a half. You
gotta know somebody these days. Because most people are like, oh well,
what
are they going for? Because this size is going for that, and oh well, I don't really need this size 11 and a half. You do. So can we do something in my favor? Can you add on?
I hate that.
I hate that shit when someone's like, "Oh, we can do a trade, but in my favor." I'm like, "What the fuck is?
I know.
What is the point?"
It's not technically a fucking trade, dipshit. The actual definition of a trade is something where two individuals barter a deal that's beneficial to both. It's man,
you getting over on me is not beneficial for me.
I almost said something. I was just like, man, that is not politically correct. I'm about to be like,
bro, we started off this fucking podcast talking about porn and the direction of porn these days.
True.
There has been nothing politically correct about this podcast. From the
True.
Group, so.
It's like, and this is not me desensitizing the issue, but that is not a trade. That is literal rape. It's it's like, you know what? It's not like hardcore rape. It's like the.
I did not know.
see, man, shit. I tried to warn you, but I'm already there. So it's like, man, I got to keep going. Again, I do not take rape lightly. I'm creating a illustration of I'm explaining how much something hurts, and then you would basically. Look at it as
something so violent, something so beautiful and so natural has become so violent and aggressive.
Right, and it's not like hardcore gang rape. It's more like it's like, man,
disclaimer too,
man, dude. I gotta get this point across because because I feel like if I get this point across, it it kind of takes dude, some of the sizzle off of the steak.
Yeah.
But it's like. No, I can't say sensual rape because that's that's oxymoron. But but it's more if you're going out with somebody, it's like you have the intentions on doing something with them, but then it's just dude, I'm just out of nowhere, and they just turn into a monster on you. I mean, and just take advantage of you. It's like, man,
this is date rape. But sneaker, see,
boom,
this is terrible.
Date rape.
But this is what this.
There
is.
you go, man. Shit. Y'all about to say soft rape, but
it's still soft.
Right?
Whispering in the ear when they give you shoes.
Basically, in my favor is verbal date rape. Basically, when it comes to making trades.
Just let you know, I'm gonna give you what you want, but I'm not gonna lube it up. You just gonna
right. Yeah, it's we can do this, but you're not gonna like it. You know what I'm saying?
And disclaimer: this is a terrible term, but this has been in the sneaker culture for decades.
Yeah,
and we will be the first ones to start getting it out of here. We will be the ones to dispel the sneaker culture of this.
Yeah, man. Shit, I'm not gonna use that term again.
Well, we're learning.
Yeah, it is no longer a term of endearment.
And rape is not taken lightly here. We're not joking about it.
No, it's not at all.
It's one of them just bullshit, ironic things that we've used in the culture.
Yeah,
any kind of bartering culture that is not okay. But 2023 on the Soul Tap, we are making sure we are no longer normalizing the phrase rape when it comes to
no more rape for me. That's the slogan.
Yo.
That is the slogan.
I can see that being.
Whoa, no.
I hope that's not your slogan.
No, it's that's bad.
You know what? Don't let. Again, I hate to bring up Trump. Trump is so polarizing, but I don't hate to bring him up, but that could be his slogan because they did hit him with the rape charges when he was in office.
Yeah,
he could put that as part of his 2024 slogan, and you'll see it on tees all over the place.
Yeah, he could,
especially in Santee Lakeside.
Hey, Donnie.
I don't know about you. This is random, so we're gonna get back to shoes, but I'm excited to see this Trump run.
Man,
I just feel like America.
I don't think he's coming back. like
he's coming back. He said he was running. He's got his, he's on his trail right now.
I think he's just gassing it up. I don't think he's gonna do it.
I think we need the entertainment though.
Yeah, we do. But it's just like. It's like one of those things that starts off entertaining, but then it's like when everything you read about or watch or like see people talk about on social media, it's like Trump. It literally drives you to the point of becoming a fucking conservative Republican. It's just like it's just like, God damn it. Like, you guys have made me hate you so much that it's like, man, like the enemy of my enemy is my friend type thing. So, but it's like, man, I feel like
random tangents we going on today are just
man, it's like this next 2024 political cycle is going to be very interesting.
I feel like it's gonna get ugly. It's gonna get uglier than before. I feel like a lot of shit that happened before in political races was like, oh my God, that was said. But now we're so used to it that it's like they're gonna have to come up with some new shit to start riling folks up.
And what's crazy is it's like we've seen everything so far, and it's like in this next election cycle, if people just continue to like vote fucking like just blindly, like they don't care. Like I'm gonna find a way to fucking move to the moon or something because or like, man, just tell social media. But no, it's like there's no side that is actually liked right now. It's like normally, it'd be the Democrats or whatever, but it's like Biden's been fucking up so much. It's just like there's nothing redeeming, like nothing redeeming about him whatsoever.
I tried to watch his address to the nation.
I don't.
I tried to, and I was like, I just don't really watch these, and I feel like as I'm getting older, I need to really pay attention to the political climate a lot more than I have. Like, I'm tapped in, but I really want to start watching. Like, I watch Joe Budden. I watch, Full Size Run. I watch, even sports. I watch ESPN. I know what they're talking about. I can follow. But politics, like, I kind of know, but I'm not really. Anyway, point is, trying to watch him speak is just like, it's fucking painful.
Oh my God. It is just, man, you will come out dumber going into one of those speeches.
It's just like watching a rapper who's never had any kind of PR training go into a fucking interview about a serious issue, and it's like, God damn. Like watching Cardi B talk about a serious issue.
Man.
They mean well and that they trying, but it's just like somebody could have wrote you something.
It's like the only politics that's actually important is just like fucking local shit. It's like, man, I don't vote for the presidency because it's like it doesn't make any sense because I'm in California, a very liberal state. Yeah. So so it's like even if I didn't agree, because I would probably like vote if fucking as something that's like, man, this like very independent. Yeah, it's like more independent conservative because it's like, like, man, I'm getting older, so it's like, it's all about money and like doing shit for my daughter and shit like that. So it's just like
having for the future is what.
So it's just like, I don't got a problem with people, like expressing their liberal sides of things and like worrying about pronouns and shit like that. But it's just like, I don't give a fuck about none of that. So so like, you're supposed to vote in your interests, not in the interest of what you think other people would want.
Which is crazy because I feel like people get influenced easily, especially on social media.
Very
like,
much so.
You like shaming. This? Well, you should pay attention to this. And it's like, well, for me, I'm like, what's going to put me and my family in a better position?
That's all it should work.
That's what I think about.
And I'm not even saying that like you should just like you should vote for your family. I mean, you should vote for yourself. It's like man, like, what do you like? If like, look, if you don't like, like people being able to say that they're women and competing in women's sports and shit like that, then like you, that's fine. Like if your if your ethics,
that's what it comes down to me. Those ethics. Yeah, I got some friends like even when like I hate to bring it up,
ashamed of being ethical.
Yeah. Like when Trump first came, I had friends who were like Trump supporters, and they were like, "You're friends with them?" I'm like, "Yeah," because their ethics are there. Yeah. Again, they don't agree with everything he says, but they agree to enough of it to where that's their person. Right. And to me, I'm like, if I sit here and I tell you I don't fuck with you because you like this person, in my head, I'm like, I'm telling you that if you don't agree with me, you're wrong.
Right.
And not only are you wrong, but I don't respect you because, and I'm like, I got people who are far left, far right, in the middle, people who got 50 million pronouns. As long as you're a decent human being,
that's what it's all about. It's all about being a human being. Yes. That's the way I've been trying to live my life for the past 3 years, and like life is fucking good. It's awesome.
And speaking of human beings, we're gonna go back into sneakers with this one. I don't know if you saw, but Nike's rule for releases leaked like about a week and a half ago.
I saw it. I saw the article. I didn't even waste my time.
I thought it was comical when I first saw it. I didn't even read the whole thing because I'm like, for one, this isn't a leak because this is what any sneaker store will. When I actually read halfway, I was like, this is what most sneaker stores have posted on their raffles. But we know that we know how it goes down. This shit don't matter. It says they can't sell it. I think it was like 48 hours or however. Don't get me wrong. I don't quote the time, so I didn't really read too deep. But they couldn't sell before a certain release time. Mom and pop shops have been doing that for months. If you give somebody a shoe 2 months before it drops, I guarantee the moment that box gets there, half that inventory is gone.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Especially whether it's big box or small box, half that inventory is going. Because if the manager knows that he can make a third of his annual salary just based off early pairs, they're gonna do that.
Oh man,
Anywhere you are,
yo, like for small, like not like like mom and pops, like like hood small, but dude, not big spot, no, not big box.
Yeah.
Excuse me, stores. Those raffles, excuse me, all fucking scams. It like because shout out to the group chat. Yeah. But we have people that got plugs at stores, that these big stores that be doing these random raffles or in-store raffles or whatever.
Yeah.
You have man, I get so many text messages be like, hey, like these are the sizes I got, and in a picture of what the shoe is, and it's like a week before or days before, like a motherfucker about to have y'all go down there and get a ticket and shit like that. Like, just know 11.5 already gone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, no, you didn't lose it in the raffle. You lost it to the back door.
And there's one, I'm not gonna name the sneaker spot because they're a really cool local spot. I bought from them before. They take care of their people, but they'll post, oh, we got a late shipment, or they'll raffle tomorrow for this shoe. Only have sizes X through X plus these, and I'm like, you telling me you didn't get any of these sizes in the shipment?
Right.
We know what happened to them sizes.
Right.
But at the same time, it's like, I can't get mad at it. I'm like, that's the perks of having a business, though.
Right.
The perks of having it, whether we want to admit it or not. If you own a store and you have a really good Nike account, most people, they will take care of their customers. But if they know that, hey, I'm going to get X amount from Nike, but I can directly know that I'm going to sell this shoe to you for $300 over box price just so you can have it early, I'm going to do that. And I don't blame them because that's, you know what I mean? They're going to make that money anyway. And all it takes is for them to ring it up the day of, the day the shoe drops when they're supposed to, do a regular transaction with a card or through cash, probably through cash.
Yeah, cash.
Can't check it. Easy. And I honestly don't get mad at it. For one, I've benefited from it multiple times. Having somebody in a store background who can get you a shoe back door.
Yeah.
That's a luxury.
Yeah, man. It's like it's a very bittersweet thing to like to have. It's just like God damn it, I'm passionate. It would be like if I owned a business that in 98.99999% of my customers were like hardcore racists. It's just like God damn it, I hate racism, but it's just like you racists are all right. Like you know what I'm saying? I mean it sucks because it's like when something comes out, which I'm kicking myself in the ass because I got hit up for those like Zion lows and I'm starting to see more people wearing them.
I hate hearing about that shoe so much.
Man, I'm seeing more people wear them, and I'm like, man, these actually look good on feet. Hey, man, I saw pictures of them, and I'm like, man, it's like a lot going on.
And I wanted those, and in my head, I'm mad because it was between those or the NOLA Air Force Ones.
Yeah, you told me this.
So I was like, I went for the Air Force Ones, but then at Christmas, Cheyenne's brother got his girlfriend the Voodoo Lows. And man, when I tell you she pulled them out the box, I was already like, I love them. Then she had them on the next time I saw her, and I was like, and she wore a decent fit with them, but I was like, you could dress these up or down.
Yeah,
the shoe itself is a
can.
fit.
Yeah,
and I was like, I am so because now it's like $400, and I can't bring myself. I'm selling jerseys now, and I'm like, maybe if I make enough off my jerseys, I'll do it. But I can't see myself just out of pocket $400 for a low.
2 weeks before they came out, my guy hit me up and was like I got it 11.5. And I can get it out to you tomorrow. Like you will have it in 2 days for $240. And I'm just like, man, it's like, man, dude, these things are actually like a lot, like really busy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like, man, like I don't really think it's gonna hit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I kept seeing them. I kept seeing them, and then I started seeing people actually wearing them, and I was just like, man, those actually look good on feet. And
It's a good fucking shoe.
yeah, it's a really good shoe. And I'm like, damn, man, I should have just bought them and
Mhm.
just sat on them, and just like like if I eventually like change my mind or whatever,
Yeah.
or whatever the case may be. But yeah, but I hate that I like let that one go for 240.
That's a good shoe. I'm gonna end up getting them. I know I'm gonna end up having to pay more than what I want to, but that shoe was just it's just so clean in person.
Right.
I thought it was gonna be too busy and too gimmicky just from internet pictures, but seeing them in person and seeing them on, I'm like, these actually they look good on feet. In my opinion, this is one of those shoes that looks better on feet than it does
Yeah.
in pictures.
Yeah. It absolutely
Doesn't
agree.
photograph well.
Absolutely.
But when you put it
agree.
together with something on the bottom, it's like, okay, those are nice.
Man, there's 3 shoes right now that are like my top 3 that I'm going after.
Okay.
And I will have these 3 like by the summer. I'm gonna get myself by the 4th of July.
Okay.
And I'm gonna have all 3 of these.
What 3 are we talking about right now?
The penny ones at the Orlando joints. It's like
Those felt like a ghost release. I felt like we knew they were coming, but then I felt like nobody had them. And if they did,
Yeah.
links were posted. And as soon as you click the link, bots ate them.
man, it's
I don't even know what happened with that
man.
release.
It's like I could have got them in a 12 because the 11 and a half went like super quick.
Yeah.
I could have got them in 12, but I was like, man, I shouldn't have a problem getting these. And it's like, man, like those have the same release as like the fucking the Travis Frag highs. It's like like I don't know any store that actually got pairs, but like somehow people were getting them. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. So I'm like, is it a West Coast thing to where we just not getting certain? I mean, that's always been a thing, regional. But I'm like, I didn't really see anyone out here who had them.
Man, and people in LA be eating because like a dude that I follow up that way, like happened to just go into like a House of Hoops, and like he grabbed like 3 pairs. I'm just like,
Yeah.
like there's House of Hoops all down this motherfucker. Like there's like literally 2 of them by me, 2 of them now by me, and like they don't get shit. And it's just like it's so irritating, like the way it's like that. Like, man, I'm gonna put that on my list to also rant about this sneakers app. But but back to the 3. So the penny ones,
Okay.
the Orlandos, man, I literally got Michelin S shorts that I've been sitting on for like
Just for those.
like a brand new pair that actually fits me right.
Yeah.
I've been sitting on them for like 2.5 years. Like they're still in the fucking plastic.
In the plastic bag, yeah.
Man, it's like I'm not bringing them out until I get those fucking shoes. The Off-White Chicago 2 lows.
Okay.
It's like I'm just gonna like sell some shit and cut back on some stuff, and I'm just gonna fucking buy a pair. It's like, man, shit, I'm tired of waiting.
Yeah.
Tired of trying to make trades for them. I'm just gonna say fuck it.
Just cash
and
out
just
on
drop the money and just buy a pair.
Yeah.
And the Huff Dunk lows,
New York, Frisco?
the New York pair is the pair I need. It's like for those. Yeah, it's like, man, I'm gonna get those. I'm actually gonna cut the fucking like leather top off to get the tie dye. But the fucking man, with the frescoes, I'm keeping those the way they are. Man, I ain't cutting like the orange out.
I need to do with the podcast. This is actually something I was telling Cheyenne. I want to start doing like a sneakerhead connection, kind of like I'm trying to figure out the best way to do this portal, but kind of not necessarily like trade block, but just to be like, whenever my guests come on.
Oh yeah.
Or followers of the page be like, look,
who needs who?
This person needs this. This is what their wish list is. Here's their socials. Here's their things. That way you don't have to worry about having to. Hopefully it can be local, which would be easier.
Right.
But also just international. Hey, like here's a way we can do it. Or here's their trade block account.
Right.
You can directly tap in with them.
Man,
if you don't want to do it through the mail, do it through trade block.
Yeah, and I actually met a guy like from San Diego off a trade block, and I forgot what his fucking name was. Like hopefully he's listening to this and he like hits me up. Yeah, man. But I actually did a trade with him. And I actually fucking hate that I got rid of this shoe now. It's like, I mean, dude, it's starting to kick me in the ass now. Hey, but those
don't say the cocoa snakes, man.
No, I'm keeping those forever.
Because that shit, somebody posted a picture and they were just talking about them. I was like, I gave them joints back to Bobby, and every day I'm like, that was one shoe that I'm like, I should have just.
I put them up for sale like a long time ago.
Yeah.
And nobody bought them. So like so like I ended
It's a
up
sleeper, which is crazy.
yeah, man. So like so like I ended up I was doing something, and I was just gonna I was going to like a fucking a fancy football draft.
Yeah.
Yeah, like and I threw on some 76er shorts, and I just like was just looking for some Air Force to go with them.
Yeah.
And then and like that box that actually fell, and the shoe rolled out. Like real shit, like the movie shit, right? Like the box fell,
Started glowing and shit.
Yeah,
The room got dark. The box was glowing.
man. Like it fell, like the lid came open and the shoe literally rolled out. And I was like, you know what?
They rolled
Fuck
out.
it.
Laces was untied, and they rolled out to sit properly.
Yeah, y'all was just and no shit. I mean, if I wrapped them back in the paper, and so like it was one, like the paper going over and under shit, and like no shit, the lid fucking like flopped open, the paper came down, and the shoe actually rolled out. It's like, and the other shoe stayed in the box.
That was the shoe guys right there.
Yeah, like crazy shit, man. And I was like, you know what? Hey, man, I ain't wore these motherfuckers in like forever. I mean, I had man, that's like some stance socks on or some shit. Like, yeah, like the little like stance emblem was like faded. They still like it was kind of like this goldish brown. Yeah, like, and those shoes actually had that same color brown. And so I was just like, you know what? Fuck it, man. I'm about to just throw these on.
It's perfect.
And since then, it's like, man, I was like, thank God that I did not get rid of these because I wear them a lot. Actually, it's like like as a matter of fact, there's a Supreme Yankees jacket that has the same snake skin.
Oh yeah,
and same colors, everything. Like it's perfect.
It's a crazy fit.
Yeah, like, and I want that jacket, but the price is like too crazy right now. Yeah, but yeah, we'll get that jacket though one day. But
so we got Orlando Penny ones. We got the off-white lows, the white pair. I'm guessing, right?
Yeah.
White pair of lows.
Yeah,
and then number 3 was
the New York Huffs.
New York Huffs. Okay, and those are pretty obtainable too.
Yeah.
The Huffs are pretty.
The Huffs are like really obtainable, man. But I just, excuse me, it's like, man, I like me paying resales like super last resort. So so it's just like, those 3 are at the top of my list. Then I got like a couple, it's like floating around. Like,
you got them in your phone? I got a note section on my phone.
Oh no, man! Should I just go off top of the head? I just like man, should I just be going through shit and I'm like, okay, yeah, I forgot. I need those.
I did it through my phone because with a mirror being here now, I'm like, and I'm trying to pay off debt so we can get our own pad and all that. I'm like, I'm really looking at things and I'm like, I get sidetracked easily. Right. I'm like, oh, I really want this shoe, but then I see another shoe go on sale or something else released. Oh shit, well, I got the money. I'm like, I actually could have went to grab the shit I wanted and then thought about this. But yesterday we went to the swap meet, Kobe's, for the vintage sneaker joint.
Yeah, man, I forgot about that.
There was a whole bunch of the same shit, same Dunk, same Jordan as usual. This one booth was like a Union booth though. 2s on it, 4s on it. They had one pair of the Noir Union 4s.
Right.
That's one shoe I still need. That shoe.
Man, dude.
That shoe I'm still like, I need that.
I got rid of my pair on trade block. I'm so.
You have the Guavas? You just got those?
Nah, man. I just wanted the Noir pair. That's a pair that I had. Man, I actually got them. A same dude, and they be hitting us up in the group chat. He was like, "Yo, I got these sizes, and I paid $450 for them." Yeah, because I felt like
you told me about that because you were like, and you said that someone, I don't know what union it was, but I know you told me that you had somebody who was offering to you for about $5, and you were thinking about hopping on them.
Yeah, it's like now he had that pair, and he had the white pair. Well, they're not white. They're like
guava
cream
ones.
Yeah, the guava pair.
I want both of those, but the Noirs are dope. I remember we went to LA to Long Beach to watch.
Oh man, I want those back now. I mean, I think I might.
Which ones?
The Noir pair, man. Shit,
they clean.
I think I might bump the Huff Dunks out of that top 3 and put those in there because, man, I miss those shoes.
Man, if I was you, I would get the Huffs while you can. So I feel like let them sit for a while. Them things are gonna give them like a year or so. They're gonna start creeping.
But they're extremely man, dude. They're extremely uncomfortable. Like
they're
by
dunks.
The way.
They're SB dunks. I mean, they're
but it's like.
Have you swapped the insole out? Insole out? I say insole.
What it's not the actual insole, but so
width of them,
so like on the toe box, they're like, man, there's this metal fucking Huff emblem,
Oh,
It's like like there's actually like no shit like stamped into the shoe.
yeah.
Yeah, like you can actually feel it
Mm-hmm.
like on the top of your foot.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
So it's like it's extremely uncomfortable in like one foot. But like
Yeah.
yeah, but besides that, dude, and materials are on point though.
I've seen them, but I was just like, SBs. I realized they're not really for me. I love them, the lows at least. The highs are fine. Some about the lows, they're just I have to change the insole out pretty often on those.
Right.
The Heffalux are dope. If you haven't had Heffalux insoles, I think try those. For not, I mean, the emblem on those is different, but I mean in general, those work pretty well. But now we went to go watch Insecure, like the whole. I think it was like the third or fourth season at Long Beach when
Yeah.
Lisa Ray was Issa Rae. I'm sorry, I can't even fucking talk today. Lisa Ray, a whole different story. But when Issa Rae was up there and we did like a little meet and greet with her, and she had them joints on. I didn't even know she was tapped in like that, but she had the New Wars on. I was like, them just look crazy in person.
Man, dude,
I've only
they
seen
are
them worn like
nice.
3 or 4 times in person, but the beginning those look good off for inbox. But yeah, those I definitely need
Yeah,
before
yeah,
the
man.
series.
Those are they're another pair that's like way like they're actually nicer on foot than they are like there's levels. There's pictures and then like just like in hand and then there's on foot and it's like
They check all 3 boxes.
yeah
for
like,
sure.
like they actually look way better on foot than they do in like the other 2 categories.
And I've seen them worn like pants, sweats,
Yeah.
shorts, and they've never like been bad. They've
Yeah.
always been really dope. So
Yeah, it's like yeah, for me, I mean, I kept my tongue like sewn. I don't like the the tongue out. Like for some reason, that just like doesn't look right to me.
it depends on the model because I have
It's too long.
the yellow ones, and I did that only because I tuck them in sometimes. But I think everything I've seen with those they've been tucked though.
Yeah.
Black pair at least.
Just the best way to keep it, in my opinion. But yeah, it's like man, I actually, man, dude, I got two union strikes against me. I mean, I got rid of those black 4s, and I got rid of my storm blue 1s.
Oh
Man, it's like, and the crazy thing about it is that was probably like one of my most worn Jordan 1s, man. I love that fucking shoe.
and no, and the Union specific, well, most Jordan ones, but the Unions, the more you wear those, the better they start to look.
Man, yeah, and for me, like, man, shit, like I had them in rotation, but not heavy rotation, man. So it's like where like there's some shoes that I wear constantly, then there's shoes like that I like probably bring out like once a year type shit. It's like for those I literally wore them like once a month. It's like because and then like and I don't wear my shit like too super tough. You know what I'm saying? Like 9 times out of 10, if I'm throwing some shit on, I'm like going to like a movie or something like that. Like nothing major. It's like and like I wore them a shit ton and they never got beat up. It's like maybe some scuffs here and there. I never cleaned them because the shit. Just
But even then,
good.
I think the way the Union did them, the design, like they look good. The scuffs don't really, That's why I like to reimagine shoes, the 1s and the 3s, because you get scuffs on them, you get a little dirt on them, they still look good. The more you wear them, it really brings out that vintage vibe anyway.
Yeah, I saw they was doing like a 4. Yeah, like, and I hope they don't like really.
I don't want them to be tattered though, because the picture showed them like kind of tattered. I'm like, I don't want all that.
Yeah. It's like hopefully, it's just cut like the pair that what that was a 90, what 99. Well, yeah, it was 89, and then I think they came out again in 99.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's like like I mentioned, I think more of that shape with like the shorter tongue.
Like, more like 99s.
Yeah.
I think they're going OG because with these ones, Nightwing did a review on the Imagine 3s, and they were closer to like the original cut. They went back to the 88 cut, like the actual cut, and it looked like it was even more. It was closer to the original than the actual 88s were.
Right.
As far as height and then width, because these ones are a little bit longer. The 88s were like a little shorter, kind of.
Yeah. It's like if I'm guessing, like I said, like a shorter tongue. Yeah, like way more padding. The fucking net is probably gonna be like fucking shiny versus it being dull like the originals were. Man, it's like if it's the breads, I need those. It's like already now. I don't even care what dude, when they drop in 2024. Yeah, next year. Yeah. So a shoe of the year, like already. I don't even care. It's like I don't even care what else comes out. It's like that's shoe of the year. It's like the only way that it won't be is if they make them like pre-distressed.
Yeah.
It's like I would be okay with out of yellow,
Mm-hmm.
out of yellowing of the mud guard,
Yeah.
I'd be okay with that. But like, but if they start going like too distressed, I'm just like, nah.
That was my one gripe about the ones was the collar was already kind of pre-cracked, and I was like,
Right.
on some shoes it looks good, but on these ones I would have much rather you just make them a little more yellow.
Right.
Like instead of the white midsole, make it a little yellow. I would have been fine with that.
Yeah.
Then the cracked upper, I was like, I kind of wanted just the all black. It's a subtle change, but when you're putting together certain outfits, it's like that's a little bit,
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it's like for those, I really don't care to not have those because I got like a super icy pair of the 2015s.
yeah,
like best cut of that shoe.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care about the original.
yeah,
It's like the 2015 pair, perfect.
yeah.
Literally perfect. Yeah, like man, and so like man, I got those that I pull out every once in a while. Yeah, but those threes, man, I need those threes, and I'm thinking to myself, depending on how high up they get in resale, it's like
Right now it's nice though.
yeah, it's like three.
It's
what?
around like the low threes right now, which is
Yeah.
to me it's cool because they were what I think it was like $230
Yeah.
retail with shipping. I think I paid $227 shipped to retail, which is
I'm like I want at least two pair anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm debating right now if because I was looking and I saw like a 11 and a half like on StockX. It's like and I could probably find a pair somewhere else, but yeah, man, but what probably after fees and taxes and everything, it's like 340 maybe.
which ain't too bad for them.
No, not dude. That it's like what? That's $110 over retail. It's like you said, you include taxes and shipping and stuff like that. So I mean, you really like $50-$60 over retail. So like,
which ain't bad.
So I'm thinking do I want to just after this interview just buy my pair and just pay the 340? And then since I want multiple pairs anyway, then try again when they come out.
Because you know what's going to happen. People are going to they want to sell them early
Right.
to get the little extra. So they're going to dump them. If you send somebody an offer, they'll probably pick it up. So like, you know what, let me get these out just in case they flop at release.
Right.
I don't think they will. They're not going to flop at release. But some people are going to get scared. There's people who are in it, but not too in it. So they're like, you know what, let me cash out while I can.
Like, man, I definitely don't think these are going to flop at all. It's like, man, like my fear is
oh yeah, definitely not gonna flop.
Yeah, it's like for my fear is like man, trying to wait until release and then catching the L on release and then the price fucking goes up to 360 or whatever the case may be because dude, that means that allegedly all the pairs are out, so it's just whoever didn't get none, it's like shit, you ain't getting none. So so then the price is gonna fluctuate up, and I'm hoping because everything that's an OG colorway always fucking just creeps up and goes all the way up. Yeah, I told myself I'd probably go as far as 400, but that's shipped.
I think honestly
fees.
Around 350, 360.
Yeah,
ship with fees will be fair. I think anything over that, I feel like you can probably move and groove and get them lower than 400.
Oh no, it's because those JTHs are on my fucking dude, they're in my list of shoes that I'm keep popping up. Yeah, and those are going for what 6, 7.
Which is crazy because again, it was back when they dropped, but they weren't going for that much back then.
No, it's
you can catch them for under 4,
yeah,
around 4 easily.
Yeah, it's for these reimagine, if I'm paying over 4, and then I'm just gonna go for a from the free throw.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, JTH or something man. I might as well just throw an extra couple hundred with it to get something that's more rare than what. But man, I think I'm gonna just go ahead and just pull the trigger and just give me a pair off of StockX or some shit like that, and then I'm gonna fucking try again, when they actually drop. I think next Saturday?
Saturday, yeah, it's up on Saturday. So
and for these I'm actually gonna go in to malls and enter raffles and all that shit. So
I've already entered some I've entered some. Like I said, Jonah needed a pair, so I entered for you too. They're coming up every day.
Yeah.
I've been tracking the base, but the base has been hit or miss with shit.
Yeah, man, and basically getting shit online too.
Well, I think now it's all online.
Yeah,
but even online, it's been because I ordered the playoffs last weekend. They were $169. I had a $20 coupon, so I paid $149 for them. I was like, that's cool. And then I got an email the next morning that they were sold out.
Right.
So I'm even with the base, it's it'll say it's in stock, but you never know until they get shipped. So it's
Right.
just like
Man,
a bit of anxiety with it.
man, dude, that shit used to be
Motherfuckers
so
fucked up in the
nice,
store.
man. Like fucking back on Pendleton. It's like
Pendleton. They used to get them early at Pendleton too.
and I remember it's like this was before they made the rules. They like man did fucking contractors they couldn't buy like electronics and shoes.
Yeah,
Man, because I used to fucking eat at fucking Pendleton.
it's
man.
the resale, bro. The resale fucked it up.
Man, and then it's like man, dude, man, see, and they used to sell at like the MSRP price.
Yeah,
So you would get shit for like 150, 140, and then like super deep cut if you was really into the sneaker shit like back in what like let's see, I got to Pendleton in 2007.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 2007. So like back then.
So I'm trying to remember back. I know before they were way back. You had to go deep in the base to get to the exchange.
Yeah,
with all that was that when it's still back there, or was it already up front?
No, man, dude. Nah, dude, that's back. That's back. When it was off of Vandergrift. Back by the back at Vandergrift.
Yeah, back by the back rate. Yeah, you go through way down by military housing, get out the back gate.
Yeah, where PMO and shit wasn't. Like and it used to be. I'm in the shopping center because the way it used to be set up was so right now, where the old PX used to be at, it's like a like a regular PX, like snacks and shit.
Yeah.
But that big building used to actually be where the shoes and shit were, and then like the building beside it used to be where the clothes were.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like the one across used to be where the electronics and shit was.
Yeah.
But now so back when that was the PX, it's like dude, like the whole resale thing, man, it just wasn't a thing.
It wasn't a thing at all. No.
And it wasn't, and surprisingly, it wasn't that many like sneakerheads. Honestly, it's
it was a weird term back then. Like niggas like, you got a foot fetish? What the fuck is this? It was weird.
It's like fucking back then. It's like it was the people that was actually passionate, about the shoe, and not even because of like what it looked like, but like man, but the story behind it,
what
like
it was.
it's like man, I saw Jordan fucking dude, I won a championship in this shoe. Yeah. So for me, and one of my top, I think 5 Jordans all time, like a Bred 6s. Yeah, not black and infrared, but so the original shoe I think was like the infrared, but the pair that I liked the most was the
06. I still got a pair.
Yeah,
of those. Midsoles are dying, but that's
06 pair.
The materials, even now, the materials holding up good.
Man, that suede, like the red was perfect. It's like man, I've had so many pairs of those, but But I remember back then, like people wasn't fucking with 6s, like their sneakers, and those actually made it to the clearance table. They were 110, and I copped 3 pairs because there was like 3 size 11s. And the clearance table was just like people didn't care. Dude, like just want to get rid of the shit. And then like sometimes.
And then 97 means it's clearance, so this shit's gonna keep
man
96, 97.
And then some like the super steals like it would be times when a shoe would hit the clearance table. And then they would also be running like a 40% off sale. So like the 40% off sale would apply to the clearance table too. So you would get shit for like 110 with 40% off, and it's like. Man, you know what? As a matter of fact, I think I even got the white in the white and red pair. Yeah. It's like man, I got those when they were like clearance table plus the 40% off. I got the it's like I forgot the name of the pack, but it was just like people. No, dude, not the Skittle pack because that was for the 8s. But like, yo, man, but remember back, there were Jordan 1s. It's like
the Celtics and the Bulls.
Like it was like Celtics, Bulls. Like they had a purple pair.
Oh, you talking about I want to say the Crayola pack. But it was like the stiffer leather.
Yeah,
it was like red, yellow,
green,
purple, yellow. Yeah.
It's like
Power Ranger pack. What I used to call them.
It's like like in fucking those like those made it to the clearance table too, dude. With the fucking extra 40% off, man. Like, and I cleared up on those, man.
The military bases, the Marine Corps bases specifically, always had the better selection.
Oh yeah.
Like the NEX just kind of started getting popping within like the last 10 years. But before that, Miramar, MCRD. We used to go to MCRD. My dad's boy used to work there. I have the receipt. I got to find it. But we have a receipt. We got the 17s. I was wearing kids' pairs, and so was my mom. So our pairs were like $47.99. His pair was like $79.99. But super discounted on Jordans that you go out and you paying $150 something.
Man, and like, and it was crazy because like the only time that people cared about a Jordan shoe out was the Jordan 11s. That's like the only time you would ever see anybody like line up to get a pair. Because I mean, like that is the iconic sneaker release for like any generation. It's like Christmas time 11. You know that's gonna be the one where it's gonna be fuckery. People gonna line up, whatever. And like even back then, like people didn't care about shoes, but like before the Christmas
11 release,
11, like everybody lined up for that.
Even at Lids, when people would come in, it was do y'all have like any hats to go with the 11s? We know they coming out. I don't know if I'm gonna get my man size or whatever, but I want to make sure I got everything ready. So when I get them, the fit is already ready. Because I know once they drop, all the colors y'all got, they're gonna. One lady came in.
They goddamn minds for an 11 release, man.
Oh,
like the Jordan 11 is and like. I could be wrong about this because I've seen a lot of niggas on social media fucking do a lot of weird shit with like clothes.
Yeah.
But the Jordan 11 is the definitive shoe that you match from the foot to the head. It's like me personally, like, man, I'm one of those guys who takes a risk. If like if I got a shirt that has one part of it that's a color of a shoe that I have or whatever, I'm going with it. I'm like, man, I'm kind of like, like dying down on shit. Yeah. But Jordan 11s are like I'd probably even say Jordan 11s are the only Jordan silhouette release that like people will also buy the fucking clothes that were made. Like Jordan 11 is the one shoe that people go out of their way to make sure everything matches from the shoe to the outfit to the hat. Exactly. And it's 100% acceptable. It's like no one will make fun of you. It's like it's a Jordan 11. It's just what people do that buy Jordan 11s, because it's like it's not just sneakerheads to get Jordan 11s. It's like everybody
that's something, or they get a knockoff of it.
Exactly.
Growing up, the Bread 11 was the most faked shoe in the world. But anyone, even if you wanted the shoes, I knew them, ethnic or not, they had a pair of Bread 11s somehow.
Right.
Or a knockoff.
Man.
11s remind me of the South, though, because you go in the South, you go into like Foot Action or Foot Locker, you got the mannequin. Motherfuckers buy the shoes. Hey, I need them shorts. I need that shirt. You got the hat, too. Back when Jordan socks used to be essential for the fit, too. I miss that because you don't get the Jordan socks that are like meant for the shoe anymore. But even thinking about the way sneakers go today, like you think we're more connected now than we used to be, but ISS used to be the main means of like communicating sneakers, like wants, sell, trade, all that. That was the main method. And now it's like they're going off of TikTok, Twitter, other ways, but they're not really, there's no huge community. It's more like pockets.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like regional pockets. Before it was like you go on ISS and you're talking to somebody who is in a whole different country,
right,
or across this. You know what I mean? We have sneaker groups now, but even the sneaker groups, it's a small like little niche. It's not really like
it just feels like back when I was like when I first got into like the whole sneaker culture.
Yeah,
it's like it was more about the appreciation of
the shoe
versus like the satisfaction of having something someone else doesn't have, if that makes sense.
Yeah, because I think even today we go where people want exclusivity, but they also want it to be easy to obtain.
Right.
But they don't go hand to hand. It's
right.
We'll use a Tiffany Air Force One. I'm going to say one thing about that is it's a shoe that should not be easy to get, but as I've been on Twitter and groups, there's a bunch of links out there.
Yeah.
Even the Amamanier 12s. We'll do Amamanier has been easier to get every release. Like it's gone from being an exclusive collab to just kind of like a.
Yeah, they still sitting at like, man, I knew that black pair like wasn't gonna do too good because personally I don't know why they didn't go with leather like for both pairs.
Yeah,
it's like
leather would have been money compared to the suede.
Man, dude, that black pair. If that black pair was like all leather, I like a wine colored flu game.
Yeah.
It would have been a wrap. Man, dude, that would be a $600-700 shoe right now.
And I thought that's what they were gonna do or at least do a mixture of materials on
Right.
it. But they went with that nubuck, and then it was just like it didn't. Then like the midsole didn't look the same. Like the materials on it just like they just missed the mark.
Yeah, the white pair. Yep, I actually want that pair. Like man, but I'm just scared because I feel like that like suede like mud guard I'm is gonna bleed.
Yeah,
Like like if you get it wet or like
and 12s are
like
notorious for the bleeding on it.
Yeah,
already.
yeah. It's like man, shit. It's like I want them, but I'm not gonna pay crazy amounts. Yeah, I think I checked. It was like in the 300s or something like but which
They're
is
still sitting though, which is crazy.
well, yeah. It's like man, dude, that's wild. Man, I'm telling you, that 3 is still like the GOAT from like that collection.
Yeah.
I mean,
I feel like they've gone. I don't know if it's just they're looking at like an overall collection as far as like storytelling, but I feel like the 3 was the pinnacle. 3 was one of the best shoes, not just in their collection, but in a lot of collabs.
shoes. Period. That year,
Yeah.
that like probably the shoe of the year. It's like I mean,
Even looking at like boutique collabs though, like that's one of the best boutique collabs. But every shoe since then has kind of just gone down as far as quality and as far as just hasn't been there.
Yeah. It's like honestly, the only pairs left that I have from that collection is the 3 and the 2.
Yeah,
Yeah, like and even for the 2, it's like man, I love it, but like but the material like it cracks off, and I'm just like man, I probably got like 3 more good wears of these man, like before they get to the point to where it's gonna look like a completely different shoe.
yeah.
But yeah, it's like I seen that like man, there's a 5 dropping, and I'm just like, I don't want a 5 in that collab. I do want to reimagine 5 though like
Fire Reds.
yeah,
for sure.
if they did a fire red that was already pre beat up, I would like man, I'd still buy 2 pairs of those.
Even the metallic 5s.
Yeah,
I would take either one of those in that collection for sure.
ooh,
Metallic 5s. But then I feel like with the metallic 5s, they would feel obligated to do something with the upper to where they stress it.
yeah, it's like man, but man, I would go metallic 5 over fire red 5. I just like man, dude, that tongue is iconic. It's like just yeah. Yeah, I'd be okay.
You gotta do the height on the tongue properly though.
Yeah. It's like yeah, man. Right height. I gotta be like a fat tongue. No. Correction. A skinny tongue, not a fat tongue. Yeah. Like go there. But nah, it's like like man. That's you said like for sneaker culture, it's like pockets now, and like you're absolutely right because there's like man, there's the TikTok pocket where it's just like like beat up Air Force Ones and
DH gate, that shit gets me so much. DH gate becoming like okay to me, but again, I think it's more of like the younger generation. But I'm just like DH gate to me. I'm like, never buy a fake shoe because I'm like, you're gonna pay what like $125 for a fake shoe.
yeah.
Another $100 you get the real shoe. And in my head, I'm like, you know what? If you can't afford the real shoe, why not get like a lower brand? Why not instead of going for Jordans, maybe go for like an ASIC or you know what I mean, a Saucony.
Yep.
Even fucking Hokas. Go for a Hoka.
Yep, man. I mean, but it depends on what pocket that you're running in. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like dude. Like for TikTok, it's like they have their shoes that it's just like you are the TikTok cool if you have these shoes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And the dunks, if you got the dunks on, I think that might be why I don't like. I don't know. I need to get to I need to go to a therapist. Talk to my therapist about why panda dunks. They don't irk me as much as they do before.
Like
it is because the thing is, it's a perfect shoe.
It absolutely
is the perfect
shoe. It's the perfect shoe. It's like I don't care what nobody says. Like last year, it was the shoe of the year. It's like
can't argue with that.
Yeah, man. Like if you're picking something else like the Off-White Air Force hype, that's strictly hype. But if we're looking at like the most purchased, the most sought after, it's like what people like probably ate off of the most. Just functionality. You can't the Panda Dunk is the shoe. This that like the only way that they you could probably rival that is like if you did like a I don't know, are we taking a different shoe like if you constantly release like the Volt, the Neon Volt, like Air Max
95.
95s,
Yeah.
I think you'd probably get like just about as many people.
You know, I
going
was
after.
mixing references the other day, and I was talking to, I think I don't know who I was talking to, but I was like, the Panda Dunk is like, see, this is even kind of wild. I was thinking like a quick thing. I was like, the Roman Reigns of sneakers, right? Like, you may not like Roman. You may say he was pushed too much in WWE. If you don't watch wrestling, you might not get this, but that's cool. I'll explain it later.
Hey man, a Bloodline, a number one story. Like Roman's the biggest star in
Yeah,
wrestling.
you might not like him. You might not. You might think he's a gimmick. You might think it's corny. But
Yeah, I gotta appreciate it.
this storyline has not been done this well in a while.
Right.
The closest that I think could come to this would be the rise and fall of DX, because it happened pretty quickly. It was up there. They were killing shit. They were the ones, no pun intended. And then all of a sudden, you saw the decline in it.
Man, it's like,
But it's just, but the writing for both was so good.
it's like you know, flip flopping subjects. Like man, going to wrestling.
Let's go. Let's just move over to wrestling. Might as well.
It's like man, I'm trying to think like what was the last storyline that had me invested. Like
I think, but for me, it was because I think I just watched the DX. It's like the documentary of DX, but you would have thought DX was running the game for 2 or 3 years. They had like about, I think it was like a 14-month span.
really,
It was a shorter run than people thought, but they just did it so well. They did so much though, because not only did they take over the WWF, they infiltrated WCW.
I know.
Like I remember that when they came in the tank.
Yeah, the
They
tank.
were at the gate. I remember that, and I was like, as a kid, I was like, this is, and that
We're
was
watching
even,
that live on TV.
yeah, and WCW had no idea. Eric Bischoff was like, if had I known they were outside, I would have opened that fucking gate and let them in.
Man,
'Cause we were recording. They were recording live back then. So I would have
dude,
let them
do
come
you
in.
know how crazy that like because man, that's when kayfabe was actually a thing.
Yeah.
Like and wrestlers took that shit serious. Like WCW and WWF was like literally competing with each other.
You were at war.
Yeah,
for
like,
real.
Yeah, like it was like a like my company's trying to put your company out of business.
Yeah.
Like this shit now with WWE and AEW.
It's not even.
It's no stop. Like but back then, well, like
It
when
was
you
a
had,
legit
yeah,
war.
like you had star. Back then was the only period in wrestling when like the like back then was the only time the last button on a remote was relevant. It's like
Yeah.
like having it on TNT. Wait. Yeah, TNT, right?
TNT was WCW.
Yeah.
USA was Raw back then.
USA was Raw. It's like look to the point to where in Nashville, USA was channel 10, TNT was channel 35. It's like I think WCW used to come on like an hour before Monday Night Raw or something like that. Yeah, so like you start off watching Nitro. And then when 8 o'clock rolled around, you switched over to Raw.
And back then, when I was a kid, you had to pick sides. You couldn't be like, "Oh, I like both." It was like, "Nah." WWF.
Yeah, that school where people was beefing. It was
me.
just
I was like, "Hey, man, I ain't
Yeah.
telling nobody, but I'm watching. I'm seeing what Nitro got going on. I'm
Yeah,
watching.
yeah.
Halloween Havoc is this weekend. I can't tell nobody. I'm trying to get the pay-per-view.
Yeah,
but
man.
I'm watching it.
Yeah, you either team NWO or like team DX, or you one of the two. It's like it was like I mean, are you rolling with the outsiders or you rolling with like DX and the Rock? I mean, not the Rock, but like do more so like Stone Cold.
Stone Cold, yeah. Because I mean, looking back though, I don't know why back in the day I thought The Rock was like this polarizing star. Back in the time, The Rock was relevant, but he like Stone Cold would you hear that glass shatter?
Yeah.
The pop in that crowd was just crazy.
Yeah, because for Stone Cold's run, like The Rock spent most of his time in like the Nation, and then the corporate ministry. Like The Rock didn't really just become like The Rock until like after Austin was out the way.
Yeah.
Like then it was just like okay, like the next guy up, and then I mean you got the rise of The Rock, which was like crazy because like that, like
He shot up. He was a favorite quick though.
Man, that motherfucker boy, man, it's like man, like for WWF, they had about like a damn near 20-year stretch of like just star after star after star after star, like which is crazy why things were so close, like with the whole like Monday Night War thing. It's like wow, but yeah, it's like
even the move sets and the way that they move was pretty similar though, because you look at when WWE finally bought out WCW. You had The Rock and Booker T, both very, very entertaining, but their finishes were like
Right.
the bookend and the rock bottom. But they were both charismatic on the mic. This Ciroc got me tripping. They were both very charismatic on the mic. They both were. It was just, I don't know, it was a really dope time to see. And even seeing them buy him out, I was like, it was crazy because it felt like a win for me. Because I'm like, oh, I rock with the WWF.
Yeah,
But at the same time, it was like WCW was also just great. Like the crowds there were just different.
man,
It was two different crowds.
like, dude, that shit was like so messed up, because like, man, like I wish that when like Vince bought out WCW, like he made the stars of, like, I mean, because I mean, dude, I think about it, like, man, you got both companies, so you have a huge roster.
Yeah.
It's like what he should have did was made this, like, kept the stars of WCW just as big as stars when they came to, like, you know, to WWF. Yeah, like when they came over to WWF, it was just like, oh well, we bought you guys. So like you know, where Booker T was like a 5-time like heavyweight champion over there, he comes over to WWF and he's like a fucking comedy character, who gets squashed by the Rock.
US champion.
Yeah.
Immediately diminished.
Yeah, it's like, but what they should have did was they should have kept everybody strong, so that way, you know, you had more stars, you had more storylines. You know what I'm saying? But it's like for every company, like even with ECW, because even back when the whole Monday Night War was going on, I mean, I was a Friday night like ECW guy. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like, man, I'm watching my hour of ECW, which had like the better storylines and, in my opinion, the better wrestling and everything. They just was like lower tier out of everybody. Yeah. But yeah, like man, dude, they bought ECW, and I mean, like, you have Taz, like a killer in ECW, like fucking like Taz is like what like a Roman is now, but like he was back that with ECW, and it's like, and you bring him over, sure, he debuts, he beat Kurt Angle,
Killed Kurt Angle in the Royal Rumble match.
And then after that, it's like dude just gets fucking embarrassed by Triple H. It's just like you know, like you make fun of his height and shit like that. It's like, and then it's like once you do that, I'm just like, okay, well now, man, I see this motherfucker's like 5'3". Of course, I can't take him serious. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's like
back then it was all about the mystique and the character. It was just like shit was crazy.
Yeah, it's like, man, yeah, dude. I'm not sure how, like, you know, how up on ECW you was, but man, like, imagine a WrestleMania and the Sandman comes out playing Enter the Sandman, like starting up in the crowd. It's like think about when he was in ECW, when it was like a couple thousand people, and then that fucking like you know, man, them drums hit. You're like the camera's going around looking for where he's at. Boom, he's over in his corner. It's like kendo stick, cracks a beer up in the air, like like everybody's singing the Sandman. Imagine taking that from a 2,000 crowd people to like 50,000 fucking people. It's like, man, that like, you know, like for WWEF, it's like, dude, they're all about moments. It's like, man, do you know like how legendary that would have been with like fucking 50,000 people somewhere singing Enter the Sandman? You got, it's like Sandman would have been a main eventer solely based off of his entrance. Like just coming through the crowd, 17,000 people singing a song. He goes in there, he does his little, you know, he does his thing.
Vince is only going to give credit to a certain degree
man,
to the brands. Like if you think about back to WrestleMania where it was DX versus NWO. Well, I think it was initially just Sting versus Triple H. And Triple H won. Triple H was put over, but also it was at that point to where they were trying to bring Sting into the WWE. To me, that should have been the moment where I think a lot of WrestleMania moments were just fucked up.
Yeah.
I will never get over Taker versus Lesnar.
Man,
in my head, I always feel like if you're talking about the darkness reign,
ending the streak was like the biggest fucking mistake you could have.
In my opinion, either you end it with you don't end it at all, or you should have done better with Bray Wyatt and ended it there. Pass the torch to Bray Wyatt and have that be the new, not Phenom, because there would never be another Phenom, but that darkness over the WWE.
Man, see, like, so.
But that character developed, and also just Bray's in ring, it's just like, it just isn't as, I don't know, like, I like him, but it's also just like.
Yeah, man, see, like, I mean.
It's not timeless.
Yeah, like, and we going like fucking wrestling deep cuts and shit like that. So like years ago, like Paul Heyman was like, he believed that what's his name now? Fucking how was he? Yeah, man. I think he was Aleister Black. In WWE, and like now he's like, oh yeah, like yeah, but you know, like fucking Malachi Black is his name in AEW.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, like intro, you know, like the whole vampire thing, we like sits up and shit like that.
Yeah.
So, and this is my opinion. So people feel like Bray Wyatt should have been passed the torch of the Undertaker, and I disagree with that because like for Bray Wyatt, like when I think Bray Wyatt, like when I was the most entertained by him was like you know, the whole Wyatt family.
Yeah.
It's like so like Bray to me was more of like a, you know, if you watching the '80s, Kevin Sullivan's, you know what I'm saying, like and Kevin Sullivan did the whole like you know like Manson family thing or whatever, or
Or
like
even like the Brood with Gangrel.
yeah, like to me Bray Wyatt, like if you're not gonna go Kevin Sullivan in the Sullivan family,
Yeah.
I would be more of a Raven. I'm in the flock.
Yeah.
It's like, see, like you could have did like if you would have kept Bray Wyatt like that.
Yeah.
It's like he would be like Bray to me is more that realm. It's like for darkness, that's when I would go Aleister Black because he had the whole like gothic thing. He set up like a vampire. It's like for his matches, like you know, like it was somewhat competitive, and then boom the kick, and then it's just like no one got up from the kick. It's like to me that was more Taker, but the only problem with that was like for Aleister Black he was so short. It's like for Taker. It's like for me, if you want Taker vibe, it has to be somebody that's physically imposing, and like you say, dark. It's like for Aleister Black, if he was 7 feet doing all that shit,
easy.
It's like shit. I mean, like right now, it's like you could take a Damian Priest, and you could give him more of like
I really want them to push him more too, though, because I just feel like he's just like
he's good.
He's supposed to be the enforcer. He has such a good moveset. He's just so agile too. But it's like, I don't know where they're going with this whole. That's Judgment Day in itself. I don't know where they're going with it. They're pushing Rhea, but I feel like they're gonna squash her at Mania. I don't know why. I just feel like
no, man, she ain't losing that Mania.
I want her to win it, but I feel like for some reason something stupid is gonna happen at Mania.
It's like
I don't know what, but I feel like because they said Vince's fingers back on the pulse a little bit.
No, see, man, like man, except be arguing with people on Twitter. I mean, I know too much about this shit.
Well, I've been watching your stuff, but also it's like these other things come up, and I'm like, I don't know what's gonna happen because people were saying that The Rock was gonna come back at Royal Rumble. I was like, The Rock's not coming back.
Nah,
they're too deep in the story to bring The Rock in because The Rock will immediately overshadow a lot of this shit. And I feel like bringing The Rock in right now will be pointless. There's no point for him to be in WWE.
Yeah, man, dude. This bloodline thing is like going way too well, and it's like to just put The Rock in there. It just like it basically just takes the focus off of everybody.
It does because you're gonna The Rock is back. It's The Rock, and it's like to me, I feel like he wouldn't have been that selfish to come back.
Yeah, see, like I know a lot of people was talking about for Roman should have lost, which I completely disagree with. But I feel like the only way I would have been okay with Roman losing is if The Rock would have guaranteed wrestled him at Mania.
Yeah.
If we was getting Roman versus Rock at Mania, I'd be okay with them taking the belts off of Roman and but in order to take the belts off, you would have to involve The Rock somehow. Like you would have to have like The Rock fucking like interferes or whatever the case may be. So that way, like whoever gets the belt, like, you know, like don't have to like hold the burden of like, okay, well, you had Roman carrying the bloodline. Now, boom, you know, do what you gonna do? Like, you know what I'm saying?
So you think the belts are coming off? I feel like they are.
I don't think they are.
You don't think they're coming off?
Like, I think that they're gonna. So okay, man,
go ahead, because I'm wondering. Because I'm like, I want them to be separated for a little bit more of entertainment's sake, but also I'm like, this is so good right now.
Yeah,
I think the bloodline for sure is gonna separate.
Yeah,
but I just feel like right now Roman, if he loses this belt, where does he go from here?
Yeah, so
you know what I mean? Like, what is next for Roman?
So if I'm fantasy booking this, like the route that I'm going, well, one, for Roman, he gets his like, you know, his 1,000 days because like I think like right now he's at like 930 something. Like, man, yeah, man, that's what Cody said on SmackDown, like 9:30 something. I'm like, give him like, his 1,000 days, and I feel like Roman, the character right now, the tribal chief, the head of the table.
Yeah.
It's like he always says, right now he's in God mode.
Yeah.
I feel like Roman right now is like to me, Cody Rhodes, I don't care what story you tell, Cody Rhodes can't beat Roman Reigns. It's like it's like, man, like Roman, right now he's too big. He, like dude has beaten Brock Lesnar 5 times. It's like dude beats everybody. It's like everybody. It's like
Sorry to interrupt, but I never noticed how many times he's beaten KO.
Yeah,
they gave a list of all of his W's, and he's beaten KO like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
It's alone tells a lot of the story.
It's like for Roman, like Roman works well with certain people. It's like that's why his that's why like I can't really think of like a bad Roman Reigns match.
Yeah,
but he works well with certain people, and then that's why he wrestles the same people over and over again.
Yeah,
but look, if in WWE you can welcome to use this because I think it'd be great television if you're giving me the book and saying, hey, I need you to write away how Roman loses his belts. This is what I would do. At Mania, Roman beats Cody. It's like, I know people are going to boo because people want the Cody, finish the story, this, that, and the third. At WrestleMania would be the perfect place to do it. But at the same time, hear me out, because it's like, man, for wrestling, I've been watching this shit for a while. Like, I used to watch a lot of this shit that's not WWF, WWE, like local shit. So it's like as people like Jim Cornette would say, it's like, dude, the psychology of wrestling. Wrestling is about psychology and making you think something, and then making you feel it. So what I would do at Mania, Cody comes close, but Roman beats Cody.
Yeah.
I still have the tag match, have KO and Sammy beat the Usos. The only person left in the bloodline with gold is Roman.
Is that booked already?
No.
Sammy and KO versus...
No.
Okay, because that's what...
No, man, but it's coming, though. It's coming.
A little more, Brandon, we're in a little chat, and I've been like, I think it's going to be Sami Zayn, KO versus the Usos. They're going to drop the titles.
Yeah.
Then...
Yeah, dude, as long as running champions already. Like, man, you can
KO and Sami Zayn, they're going to lose them within a few months of getting them. They're not going to keep them very long. There's going to be a different storyline for both of them. That's fine. But because Sami Zayn wants to, wants to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think after Mania, what I saw was that Sami Zayn and Roman are going to
dude, I sorry to cut you off.
Yeah.
Fun fact, only belts in WWE that Kevin Owens have not won tag team belts. And Triple H is in charge. Yeah. KO's a Triple H guy.
Yeah. Easy. Okay.
I mean, that makes sense.
I want to say also, I've loved everything he's done since he's taken over.
Yeah.
Triple H is a fucking genius. I mean, we knew that before.
Yeah.
Everything. Someone posted on
Black and Gold NXT, like, man, like 2016 to 2019.
Yeah. And he was in a ring with these cats too.
Yeah.
He was in a ring making sure they took the right, falls. But even back in the day, like Triple H was the most hated character.
Yeah.
But you love to watch him because his in-ring was just so good.
Yeah.
Even watching back stuff, I'm like, there's a lot of stuff I watched back and I'm like, their in-ring wasn't that good. There was not one bad Triple H match that I can say. He sold everything.
Yeah, man. Man,
he was the greatest. Well, was not the greatest villain because I'm not gonna count in prior because you can even say what was it? I can't think of his name right now.
Dude, at Triple
the
H,
Iron Sheik people hated for a different reason. But I mean, I'm talking villains like Triple H was like the heel of heels. He was the game.
Oh yeah, man. It's like the whole thing about the golden shovel, like the sledgehammer bury everybody.
He turned on everybody.
Yeah, man. But man, somebody was saying something perfect where they was like Triple H is the guy who worked with the guy, and always like did good. So whether it was like Austin, The Rock, Mankind, Undertaker, shit like that. It's like Triple H has never been like the guy in a feud, but he's always good to go. Like, man, Triple H is like a more over Dolph Ziggler. It's like Triple H. I mean, man, dude, there's guys that are like, to me, like perfect wrestlers, perfect wrestlers. So someone has been watching wrestling since the 80s, like the golden era all the way up until now.
Yeah.
Modern era guys, they're like perfect wrestlers to me. You got your Triple H's, your Randy Ortons, Dolph Ziggler's. Let's see. It's like, man, Well, like as someone who's like finger quote new that man, that people are just starting to get behind. What's his name in WWE? Knight. I'm LA Knight.
LA Knight.
Yeah, it's like his motherfucker's good. It's like I mean, kinda sounds a little bit like The Rock and Stone Cold.
Yeah.
But really good. He can talk. He can work. All that shit. I mean, he got Cody. Yeah, but Cody has the list. I don't like the list.
You know what? I don't know what it is. I don't think it's just Cody has been always boring to me. I never sat through any of his mic, but I watched him and Roman Reigns' interaction. I'm sorry. That lisp is strong though.
Yeah.
I've never really noticed that. It's just like the Chris Brown Yo song. I feel like he had a lisp in the chorus.
Cody, I know you listen to the podcast.
Look,
Look,
so.
The reason why your list comes off so strong is because the way you give your promos, you use too many big words that are fucking long and have to be enunciated. That is the problem. You you say things like I'm fucking tequila. Big words. It's like you say big words like absorbent and like indubitably and shit like that. And it's like
you putting yourself on the pedestal to get
you are highlighting yourself, Cody. Yeah. It's like the list gets noticeable after a while to where it gets to the point to where it's like, I know you're giving a fire promo, but I'm can't stop focusing on the list.
Yep.
Yeah. So
and they're right there in your face, so we see them out, and it's just like.
Yes, Roman, I know that you.
And he draws it out at the end. It's always the last word too.
Yeah, dude.
He draws that shit out.
It's too theatrical. It's like you're too theatrical and you use too big of words.
Yeah,
that's why your list is noticeable.
But even if you watch SmackDown, even then he was very fired up.
Yeah, I fire promo,
and it was good. But Roman was just stoic.
Yeah,
the whole time was like unfazed by all the screaming, all the energy. Roman was still like, I'm gonna pick up these belts off the ring, throw them on my shoulder, let you know you're going through it right now, and letting you know who you're
God
talking
mode.
to.
He's like, hey, it's like, who your dad never talked about, or what your dad never talked about? You
watch Dragon Ball Super?
Huh?
You watch Dragon Ball Super?
I watched a little bit of it.
So Roman right now is in his Jiren phase, to where everyone is gearing up, they're booting up, they're trying to break him down, they're doing all their special moves and powering up. And Roman is still just like, okay.
Like literally
unfazed, meditating and everything.
Dude. I don't know who came up with the whole God mode thing, but like that perfect explanation. Like Roman right now.
One thing I'm seeing also is you see how he's starting to saying crack under the pressure because the bloodline is breaking up. I'm letting you know now that right now what I see at WrestleMania, because if he wins it, which he most likely will, you're seeing him in God mode right now. This next level is going to be crazy.
Man.
Because he's going to be like, I got to do this shit by myself. And the amount of rage and everything that he has, because Jimmy and Jerry going to let him down.
Yeah.
Sikoa, I don't know what they plan for Sikoa next, but Sikoa is still seeming to hold it down.
I'm thinking that first SmackDown after WrestleMania, assuming that KO and Sammy beat the Usos.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like Roman and Solo are going to beat up the Usos and kick them out of the bloodline. So it's going to be Solo, Roman, and Heyman. And if I'm booking this, like you have Cody lose at Mania, and then you do a tournament of some sort to where you do a number one contender. And it's like, and what you do is have like a, like let's see, man, like I'm not a great booker, but like, man, but I can get you the story that you need to have. So what I would do, right, man, so like have Roman beat Cody at Mania, and then have a tournament like on Raw, and have a tournament on SmackDown, and then have like a number one contenders for like the Universal title, and then like the World Heavyweight title, two different titles, two different brands. Like I'd have them like do a tournament. On both brands, and then like whoever wins in the finals, which would be Raw versus SmackDown, gets the fucking title shot at Roman. What I would do, I would have Cody win on Raw. But see, man, now I'm thinking, because like I wouldn't have Sammy be a double champion. I wouldn't have him be like the Universal.
He's not gonna hold him too long. I think nobody but Roman would hold those too long. So no matter who, either going to drop them both at the same time, or they're going to drop one and have the other one, and shortly after get that.
Yeah.
Because I don't see Sammy being a champion for too long.
Yeah, dude.
I love the story, but he's not going to hold them.
Yeah, dude. Sammy's not like the guy. You know what I'm saying? It's like
he's of Daniel Bryan. Like the crowd loves him.
Yeah,
he's
Kofi.
Not like, and Kofi. He's not a champion.
It's like he's a guy I would like to see champion, but he's not the guy that I would look at as like the champion of champions. So okay, so like for this to make sense, like my booking, KO and Sammy would have to lose like for the tag belt somehow. So
I see them winning, and then also, like I said before, they're not going to hold them for long because they both want to go after Roman.
Right.
Which means that somehow there'll be an interruption in the title defense, or they just both know that it's in their best interest to get the title. So they somehow inadvertently end up not really beefing, but disagreeing in a tag match, and then one of them gets pinned because someone gets knocked out of the ring or whatever, and they lose the belts. Then their focus gets back on. They have a little tiff, then they go toward the belt.
Yeah. So let me change some things. It's like, but like, in order for this to work, like, sorry, KO, hey, you're the odd man out. You might like fight solo again or some shit like that.
Yeah.
So based off of what's going on right now, what I would do is have clips right now, like Jey Uso, dude's the wild card. And we don't know what's going on with Jey Uso. It's like, he ain't popping up or whatever.
Yeah.
So what I would do is have at Mania, I would have Jimmy Uso and Solo defending the tag belts against Sami Zayn and Jey Uso.
You don't think Jay's coming back?
It's like, man,
they got what, like 6 weeks out, 6, 8 weeks, something like that. Out?
Yeah, 6-4 weeks, something like that. 4-6 weeks.
Oh, it's April 1st, right? The first week in April.
Yeah.
Okay. It's about about 4 weeks.
Yeah, like, man, so like, in order for this all to work, like, man, like there's multiple belts and stories and shit like that. Like, man, shit, I'd have Jay pick sides with Sammy.
Yeah.
At Mania, you got Jey Uso and Sami Zayn versus Solo and fucking Jimmy Uso for the tag belts. But I would have that match, and I would have Jey Uso turn on Sammy. So Jey Uso is still with the bloodline. Yeah. You don't got to switch the belts. Jay and Jimmy are still the champions. For Roman versus Cody, I'd have Roman beat Cody. It's like fucking Cody gives him a fight. Almost Roman kicks out 2.999999.
Yeah.
Like somehow something screwy happens.
Yeah.
Cody gets distracted, eats a spear, 1, 2, 3, it's over. Yeah. So then, like, okay, now after Mania, like, hey, who's Roman's next challenger? Okay, like, we have a tournament on Raw, SmackDown. It's like Cody wins the Raw side, Sammy wins the SmackDown side. Cody and Sammy has to have a match.
Yeah.
Roman comes down, or the bloodline comes down, interferes, beats up both, no winner. So therefore, whatever pay-per-view.
God damn, we need a wrestling pod.
It's like whatever pay-per-view, the biggest one, probably SummerSlam or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Triple threat match. All the belts are on the line. Cody's the Raw representative. Sammy's the SmackDown representative. Roman's the champion. He has both belts.
Yeah.
Each representative is competing for said belt. Yeah. Or like, like do a 2 out of 3 falls, just like, you go into the belts are gone.
Or do you think there's a fourth head in the mix possibly?
Is that like the only fourth head that would make sense would be Kevin Owens.
I would say do like 2000 WrestleMania. Have a fucking elimination 4-way.
Yeah.
Back when they had The Rock, The Big Show, Mankind, and Triple H. I don't know if that would happen, but I mean,
it's like for the whole separating the belts, it's like I 100% agree that it needs to happen.
Yeah.
Because it's like I mean, you can't have one person
tying up both shows.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And Roman is not an every show. Well, he can be, but he's not traditionally an every show guy.
Yeah,
he'll be on both shows.
Yeah, and plus on top of that, I mean, like you have to at some point start elevating people to Roman's level.
Yeah.
You can't just have both the belts be on one person, and then that just gets that one person all the way up to where they're like God tier. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to separate the belts. You gotta elevate people equally. It's like, man, but I would just do something to where, I don't know, and maybe Roman like fucking like does something to Adam Pearce or like beats him up or Superman punches him or something like that, and then Adam Pearce gets mad and goes, "Hey, well, like both of your belts are on the line,"
Yeah.
and then find a way. It's like I don't know if I want to pin Roman, but the problem is if you don't pin Roman, it's like then he becomes this like mythical creature to where it's just like nobody can beat this fucking guy.
It's like a new streak, but in another
Yeah,
way.
it's like on one hand, I don't want to pin Roman, but on the other hand, the only way that this would work and you would be able to knock Roman back down to, okay, he's high tier, but he's not like unreachable.
Yeah.
Is to have Roman get pinned twice. And you got to have like Cody pin him, and you got to have Sammy pin him. I don't care how you get there. Both of them can hit their finishers or like whatever the fucking case may be, but like you gotta have each guy pin Roman. It's like, but the only thing is like I don't want Roman to get pinned twice in one match. You know what I'm saying? But it's like even though I don't like that, I feel like by doing that you make two more guys and Roman doesn't really take that much of a drop. It's just like, okay, well you just got pinned by each one of the next guys up. You know what I'm saying?
And somebody said that Roman's going to be taking time off soon.
Yeah.
Because it's a disease and everything. He's going to have to take some time off. So
right.
That's what they're going to take the belts off of him. But
yeah,
that's interesting.
Then the kicker, sorry to keep going, but then the kicker is I would have Solo turn on Roman after that's over, and then Heyman go with Solo, and then like that way you can start building.
Solo needs a push because Solo, I like Solo.
Yeah,
I think he needs a push to be just like a force in the.
See, and there you go. I just plan.
just book the rest of the year for WWE.
The first 6, like the rest of 2023.
Yeah,
right there. I just booked it right for you.
So I'm hoping. Again going back. This is way back, but I hope Rhea wins at WrestleMania. I love Rhea Ripley. I think
she will.
She's just, I don't know. I got a crush on her. That's just one thing. But also, I just think that
that gothic shit.
It's the gothic and then the shorts and then I don't know. But I don't know. People I don't want to say she's like China because China is just one of a kind. But I just think she's like a force. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
She's definitely a force. And the women's division, there's not many people that can really get in the ring with her and really work because she got clean work too.
Yeah, man. Like speaking on the women division, I feel like at the next draft, man, you got to separate Rhea and Bianca. You can't have them both on the same show. You got to have one representing each show because like both of them are the future, basically.
Yeah,
so like if you have them both on Raw, it's like it's kind of like. It's like, man, shit. I don't want them to wrestle because because I don't want Bianca losing to Rhea. I don't want Rhea losing to Bianca yet.
You got, just like when they put the Undertaker on SmackDown, like you had to separate it because Raw has always been the dominant show,
right?
So you got to make sure you have that draw on both ends in some way.
Exactly. Yeah, and there's certain people that they like that they want to build up as the next people, but but you can't have them all like on the same brand. The reason why Roman is fucking shining the way that he's shining is because he's on SmackDown and he doesn't have to worry about a Seth or a Cody or like all these people. Like it's Roman and then you have like everybody else. But on Raw, it's just like you can go down the list and be like, okay, well you got you got Seth, you got Lashley, you got Cody. Yeah. Like man, you know what I'm saying?
A dedicated wrestling pod, so at least half the episode is just like straight, or even the whole thing.
Yeah, man. See, I'm very eclectic. I talk about a lot of shit. Shoes.
We can get into like Marvel and shit, which is I don't know as much on Marvel. I'll be honest.
Oh man, I know all the leaks. I know all the people.
I know. I'll be like, I gotta mute you sometimes. I'm like, man, I want to see this movie, but I kind of already know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's like.
Then again, if you have a Twitter account, you kind of already know.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's like it's a gift and a curse. It's like me. I'm a person, fortunately, who don't really care too much about spoilers. Yeah, so it's just like you can tell me. I'm like for Ant-Man, Black Panther, like a whole bunch of these movies. I knew what. But
you read the comics though.
Well, yes, I have. But a lot of the runs, I think like the last comic run I read was like the Uncanny X-Men, the Onslaught storyline. It was like the last full run that I read. So so for this Kang shit that's coming up, man, I didn't read like the newer Kang stuff, so I don't know
what's gonna happen with this. Yeah, I know there's a bunch of different. Again, I'm not gonna get too deep for y'all. I know we already almost had like the 2 in it, but I know there's a bunch of different Kangs that come out through the universe.
We didn't even get to like rant on sneakers.
we gotta get into stories because
But
you know
I will still tell the fucking Glorilla story because it's like
we're gonna get to that. For sure.
like quick. It's a quick.
But the last Marvel, because I didn't start reading comics until I'm gonna say like 2017, 18 when I started really reading comics. The last one that I really got into was the Sinister Six, and I'm way back with that one.
Yeah.
Then I got into the Secret Wars, but I didn't. The thing with me is I hate having to wait to read them.
Yeah.
So I was going back trying to buy all the Secret Wars so I can read them in order.
Right.
So I have like the first 3, but I'm like I need to get the rest.
You know, like what Marvel should do, because like cause all they do is like just take old storylines and then like just have like new writers come back and like rewrite them.
Yeah.
So for Secret Wars, it's been done like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
But what they should do is like they should do the week-to-week run, and then like the following month when they start like a different run of like a different story, like they should release a graphic novel of like the run prior to that, and just so like you're not wasting money, you could like do it like in a limited run, be like there's like I don't know like 20,000 prints of this novel, and it's like everything from like that run comic book wise, like all congested into one, and then you can you can make it long, or you can like just condense it down basically to just what you need to see, or you can do it the other way where you just take every single page from every comic and put it into that.
Well,
See,
we'll get into that. We like I said, we got endless content. So this
endless.
I wish we lived closer because this shit could easily be like
so much shit like
1 or 2 episodes a week easily.
Yeah, like porn. I can tell you shit about porn, like swinger lifestyle. I can tell you shit about sneakers, music, comic culture, pop culture, wrestling. Like man,
tech, all this shit.
Tech. Man, I'm all over the place. I can tell you anything about anything, and I can make it fucking interesting.
And that's why with this podcast it's so difficult because people are like, "What is your podcast about?"
Yeah. People ask me that all the time. It's like females. I'll be like, "Yeah, man, I got a homeboy. It's a podcast. Like he needs more females. Like you live an interesting life." And it's always like, "Oh, what's the podcast about?"
Anything. I major in sneaker, streetwear, whatever's going on. I'm a bartender. Sometimes I want to be, but literally I can sit down with anyone and talk about it because if you have something you're doing, I got questions. I'm tapped into. I mean, my baby shower alone was like you walk in and it was like walking into a middle school or high school lunchroom. People from all different kind of walks of life and backgrounds were up in there, but we got to wrap this up soon. Before we do, you already know what we do. When Bobby gets in the booth, we got Bobby's tales. Bobby has at least 50 million stories, but always 1 or 2 of them we got to make sure we share with y'all.
All right, so this is a more recent one. It's like, hey, Like, by the way, I'm gonna come back about the whole Southern sneakerhead thing. I think, like I said something about it.
We went from that to wrestling. So
but it's okay. Like we can come back to this. So like the Glorilla, you left early, right?
So Glorilla was 1 week. It was like a Thursday after work. I had just been shooting the shit with Alan. I was like, yo, Gorilla kind of cool. I like her buzz. I fuck with her. So we bought the tickets. So as soon as I got downtown. Shout out to Cheyenne. I had some drinks. She dropped me off. As soon as I got there, and this was like 6 o'clock. Doors didn't open till 7. Line was already down the block.
Yeah.
And I'm talking
sold out.
You could see the neon and the animal print from down the block. I heard the chirping.
It was gym workout clothes of mania at that moment.
It was a couple of them. I thought I stepped into the movie Baps,
and
man.
Jordan 1 mids.
Yes, and it was already the outside. It was a lot. I loved every moment. For one, I love seeing black women in large crowds in general.
I felt that. Don't be ashamed of the ratchet.
I love the ratchet. I walked down the sidewalk and I was in my dress pants and my slacks. And then so while I was walking down, one girl said, "Okay, Mr. Hawaiian shirt, I see you." And I was like,
"Oh, girl, he got a job.
It's gonna be." The dress shoes was clacking everything. I was like, "I already know how this is gonna go." I loved it. It was dope. And then I came back.
It was already chicks that was setting up to play.
They was on live. Pregnant. They had the phone propped up on live. And one goes, "Oh, girl, my titty coming out." And I was like,
"Oh man,
this is the Thursday I've been waiting for. I love it." But anyway, so the show was ratchet from the line.
Man, the purest of ratchetness.
It was. The room smelled of Hennessy and Marlboros and Swisher Sweets. That's what the room smelled like.
Yeah, in Victoria's Secret spray.
Yes, exactly. They had it in the spray. Exactly.
Finest essence of ratchet.
So anyway,
it was amazing.
Did you see the Stallion girl there?
Yes.
Oh, so we walked.
Yes.
I'm a faithful man, but I will always appreciate. I won't even say a diamond in the rough because it wasn't rough, but it was
curvature.
But she was in there, and she was again a stallion. She was tall. She was dressed very, very nicely. She fit the bill, but she just like literally and metaphorically was towering over everyone else up in there. She wasn't sloppy with it. She was just in there, just like glowing in the spot.
Yeah, there was some prospects in there.
And the thing, you go on a ratchet crowds, right? There's always some haters in the crowd, but I heard women to her face and behind her back. Oh my God, she is so bad. One girl went up to her and said, "Girl, I just love you. Just so beautiful." And they did that little, giddy thing, and I was like, "This is what I love to see."
Look, and there's haters in the world, but there are times when there's certain aspects about a person, I guess. Dude, transcend hating. It's it's like even a hater would tell a hater, man, if you hating on that, you just hating. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, okay, so I'm gonna let Bobby go. I left a little bit early, but Bobby was there. Bobby was sneaking and freaking that night. So
I wrote it out. Well, actually, that night I wasn't sneaking and freaking. I was just like there to support a fellow Tennessean. Side note, I had a conversation with Yo Gotti, 15-minute long conversation.
I saw you tweet about that.
It was cool.
Shouts to Phantom. I feel like only Phantom could bring you that close to
man. It's like cool when you follow somebody's career and you see them walk by and you yell some shit out and they like turn around and like it's like a shit. It remind me of the Hustle and Flow shit where it's just like it's like skinny man. I had your tape, blah 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 type shit. It's like you know what I'm saying. It was just like man, like shout out to Yo Gotti for. Taking a minute to like appreciate the fact that he had a fan that but anyways, right? So like man, so Tevin left, and I gotta say like man, I like Glorilla, like applause to you. It's like the people you would think would be at a Glorilla show are at a Glorilla show. It's like
they fuck with the openers.
Oh, the openers had the crowd motherfucking moving.
I can say I've never seen openers other than like superstar openers. Like you go to TDE, stars.
Oh no, man! A typical San Diego opener is fucking death.
Yes, but these openers had the crowd going. One girl came out there in a skirt and was doing. I was like, this is. I liked it.
Fun fact: every opener had a moment where they stopped rapping and started twerking.
Yes.
I love the South.
It was.
Memphis. It's like I love poverty. I love the things that are bred from poverty. It's like I don't want to be impoverished, but I love the effect that it has on other people to make them do things. It was just so fun and relate.
I mean, I could
lowest of the low.
It was just like it was fun.
Yeah,
I loved it.
Poverty equals fun. It's like it's the equivalent to being a slave at a plantation, and it's like the master throws you a flute and some fucking pig feet, and you create a meal and a good time afterwards. Ratchetness is an evolution of slavery, good times at a plantation. Something very smart I just said right there. It was goddamn tequila. It's like, man, fucking Atron has a heavy hand. But but no, so basically, I mean, I was coming down and I'm by nature, I'm a very hood person. It's like I'm from Nashville, south side of Nashville, by the fairgrounds, Vine Hill projects, all of that, the South. If you was in the know, if you was in the streets back in the day, it's like you knew the South Side was where the shit went down. Man, so I was out there for everything. And my uncle, rest in peace, Eli Blankenship, Hillside Boys and Vine Hill. Like, man, I just ask about it. You know what I'm saying? but nah, man. So it's like, man, fucking, I know, you know what I'm saying? Because I go back and forth from Nashville to Memphis. I know what hood shit is. And it's like, even though it's not something that should be glorified, it's something that should be appreciated. And like,
I feel like when you come from the hood, because I'm a lot of cousins, right. From the hood, but it's like, you have an appreciation on life.
Yes.
You also have this level of carelessness to be yourself.
Yeah.
Most people, when you're in, I don't want to say proper society, because even proper society is bullshit, but you get to this point to where you water yourself down because you're worried about how you're going to be perceived and accepted. But when you grow up in hood or lower income area, poverty, there you go, you know who you are, you're embraced.
Yeah.
People are who they are. You embrace everything around you. It's all based off, you know what I mean? You're going to say some fucked up shit.
Yo, a poverty breeds substance. That's like a Kodak Black.
Yeah.
Let's take Kodak Black. It's like
I
Kodak.
fuck with Kodak. Kodak is just
right.
How do you people talk shit? I love Kodak.
Yo, like this latest video where he was in court.
The one where he was.
Yeah, this motherfucker asked the judge, hey, for like a Jolly Rancher.
Hey, grab multiple. Then he grabbed one in there. Then did a little bow.
Yeah, mind if I get more than one Jolly Rancher? Yeah, go ahead. It's like that's the humanity that like I love to see in people. It's like you're a real human being. You're not acting. This motherfucker loves Jolly Ranchers. Yeah. He loves Jolly Ranchers.
But it's like that innocence that we rob of children because we're like, oh, you have to fit into society.
Perfect.
You can't
Perfect
be who
example.
you are. No, but when you grow up in poverty, that childishness in the best way is still there. You were still genuinely who you are and who you were when you were younger, before you were suffocated.
Because poverty is all about survival.
Yes,
and it's like in any movie, any real life situation, if you survive a situation, man, like Ace from Paid in Full say, man, you breathing different. It's like you looking at life different. It's like, but when you're like impoverished, poverty, where like you don't know when the next something is gonna happen. Yeah, it's like you appreciate it that much more, and it goes with you. It's like me. I'm somebody who grew up in poverty. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like I don't live it now, but it's like, but man, it's like, man, fucking the bottom, like bottom, like sharing clothes, bottom, like fucking eating breakfast for dinner, bottom, because you could buy that shit with WIC. It's like bottom. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
I will tell you, growing up between Texas and Louisiana and seeing my aunties literally send my cousins or uncles out there, eat off the land. Yeah. And then coming back to my house to where we easily had Whataburger and McDonald's. It made me appreciate life so much more. Yeah. Not because I was like, oh my God, this is going to be me, but it was because you just see, like, aside from the TV and all the processed shit, like, people still out here really got to get it. Yeah. They don't get it because you see people, oh, I'm going to go hunting for fun. People out here really still going and eating and doing the way they do to make it. And once you see that, it's like, yo, like, you appreciate stuff more.
Yo, it's like, man, like, fucking, I had, like, just speaking about myself. Yeah. Excuse me. And the person I've grown into is like, man, fucking, I think I've had the perfect storm of mixing of cultures from growing up being in poverty to like my mom was kind of doing it because, like, you know, this was like pre her starting her business and everything, you know what I'm saying? So it was just like, yeah, she was fresh out the poverty, but she learned a couple things. So it was just like a little below middle class. And then finally I graduated high school. It's like, you know, I had some jobs. It's like I found, like, for me, like, one thing I'm going to do is, like, I'm going to find a way to make some money. So every job that I've had, I've always found a secondary way to make income from it. So from going to that, to like joining the military, to like doing all the shit I did in the military, to like where I am now with like contracting and like fucking like, you know, just moving strings here and there or whatever. Yeah. It's like I find ways to like elevate up out of nowhere. And it's like, and I feel like I wouldn't have been this person if I wouldn't have started at zero.
Yeah. But then you see people, they all going to get a job that's 6 figures and that's all their income. Like that's, but then it's like, if you grow up, like, again, seeing the story, my dad had, you know, like 7 siblings. Right. So when he had to get a summer job, but it's just seeing people who had to work, it's like, yes, you have your job that, you know, is that, but you always look for different ways to make money.
Absolutely.
You take not just from, oh, you know, I'm going to use these skills here and get a new job with, it's like, no, I'm going to still work this job, but I know what I can and can't do. I'm going to take these tools and turn that into more money.
Yeah, it's like
code switching is also something that's a whole episode though. But code switching, I feel you should be listed as bilingual if you can code switch.
Yeah, so man, for my daughter, she's half Ethiopian. Yeah, and she doesn't value wanting to learn the language. It's like she loves the culture, but she doesn't care about the language. And I tell her all the time, like, yo, you need to know language. Like, you need to know other people's language. It's like, and I was just joking around with her, and like, you know, taking her to school. You're like, and I just started talking to her in Spanish. Yeah, and like, and look, don't get me wrong. Don't hear this and be like, oh, this motherfucker's bilingual, because like Spanglish. It's like it wasn't like pure Spanish, but like, man, yeah, but I know enough. It's like. I mean, it's kind of like coding. It's like, man, I'm much better at reading code than I'm at writing it. Yeah. Just like for Spanish, I'm much better at
I know what you're saying to me.
Yeah.
I just can't say it back.
Yeah,
We're in Spanish. I know what you're telling me to do.
Right.
I can't speak back to you, but
Boom.
I
Yeah,
know
man,
what
there
you're
you
saying.
go. It's goddamn tequila got me all over the place. But like, but no, it's like, but no, she was like, oh, like, you know Spanish. Why do you care about learning Spanish? I'm like you should always want to know as many languages that you
Especially
can.
at a young age.
Exactly.
When
So
you were a sponge, get all that.
yeah, get all that information like while your brain is at that point to where it wants to learn versus like getting to my age and it's just
Stuck
like
in your ways. You just try
yeah,
to find different ways.
yeah.
to
It's
make more
like man, I've been around long enough to know this shit works, man. So there's no need for me to learn other shit. But like, yeah, and I told him like, and I preach her all the time. Be aware of your surroundings. You are in California, Southern California to be exact. You're around a lot of Hispanic people.
Yeah.
It's like Hispanics and Arabics. Like Ethiopians speak Arabic fluently.
Yeah.
Spanish you would have to learn, but I'm just like, you have a teacher that will speak Arabic to you and teach it to you. You got a bunch of Hispanic friends that you play with. Learn both.
You got the perfect storm.
Yeah, learn both because it's like not to say doom and gloom shit, but it's like you never know when you're in a situation where it's just like, okay, I'm in TJ.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like I hear a lot of motherfuckers talking. And I don't get a good feeling about this. Like, it's good to know fucking Spanish.
What's going on?
Yeah, exactly.
You know
So you can be aware of your surroundings because I preach to her all the time. Be aware of your surroundings at all times. Like, read the room and move accordingly. It's like I tell you, you don't understand now because you're 9, but when you get older and you start actually using this shit, it's like you'll appreciate it a whole lot more. But yeah, it's like, man, I told her like Spanish, like, man, you in Southern California, there's Mexicans all around this motherfucker. It's like, man, like, yeah, you want to know Spanish.
Yeah.
like, I'm not saying go as far as learning fucking Mandarin or Chinese or whatever the fuck they speak in fucking like nail salons. Like, you know, no offense, but like, you know what I'm saying?
And all that.
Yeah, but like, man, you gonna learn a lot of you gonna hear a lot more Spanish than fucking nail salon.
I don't know how we got on a different language. You know, it was shout out to Glorilla, big Glow.
Oh, yeah.
We was
man.
talking about the Glow concept.
Man, fucking, I goddamn tequila. It's like, man, I completely forgot about what we was talking about. But so like for Glorilla, right, man, I came down, and man, like me knowing what a real, it's like, you know, take this personally, a real Memphis bitch, like a real Memphis bitch, like motherfucker, like actually gonna come fight for you. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like I knew what to expect, man. So I'm just like, I know I'm in San Diego. It's like we're gonna have a lot of imposters, but you know, you got some authentic shit. So like you said earlier, I showed up. Every neon color of the rainbow was out there, like all in ribbed wrestling attire. It's like in Jordan 1 mids. I'm just like, yes.
Everything was 2 sizes too small.
Yes,
it was just
like stomachs protruding.
Yes.
It's like
bodysuits, left and right.
Not pregnant, but it's like you could pass.
Yeah.
It's like you know, if you was shoplifting, it's like no one's gonna know if you put something up under your sweater or not. That you came in looking the same way. But no, man, I was just like, okay, it's gonna be an excellent night. You know, I get downstairs,
body spells all in the air.
Yeah,
body spells.
Yeah, it's like, man, like I made sure to wear some Air Force Ones. It's like, you know, and the hoodie, you know, and shout out to Glorilla. Cause she sold out House of Blues. I definitely wasn't seeing that coming. I didn't see that. It's like her and Larry June are like the only 2 that I've seen that have like sold out fucking House of Blues, like, which is crazy because I've been to Jeezy shows that didn't sell out, and I'm just like, wow. But yeah, man, I got downstairs, hooked up with the homies, like, you know, like I'm a double shot at Hennessy, you know, like, you know, moving around, moving and grooving, talking to people.
I put a girl onto that night. She never had Hennessy and Sprite.
Really?
She had never, and I was like, for real? She's like, yeah, what did you get? I love it. And I was like,
she's sheltered.
I was like, double Hennessy and Sprite. She's like, oh my, this is good. I was like,
Hennessy, Sprite, Red Bull, apple juice.
You got to get the double to get the essence.
Exactly.
The single is cool, but it'll be watered down. You get the double, you get the real taste of the Hennessy.
See, man, you a real nigga. You know, it's like.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's like the single. The only problem with the single is you don't get the essence of the Hennessy.
You don't. You just get spicy Sprite.
Right.
You get McDonald's Sprite, but it doesn't taste as good.
Yeah, exactly.
And
but
that's what people. I think that's what people are like. I don't like Hennessy. I'm like, no, you just never had it properly.
Right.
You
exactly.
never had the right ratio.
See, motherfucking Trump, my motherfucker. yeah. Right. Exactly. It's like you need that true Hennessy spiciness.
Yes.
It's like and I know people be like, oh, I ain't trying to get fucked up. Control yourself.
You won't. You have one of them. You'll
And you
get a
feeling
nice
good.
little buzz. You'll feel good. You'll get fucked up if you keep sucking them down.
Exactly.
On that second one will get you to that point.
Yeah.
If they make it right. But
Yeah.
that first
Yeah.
one
Dude,
will
that
get you
second
feeling
one
good.
should be enough.
Yes.
To get you where you are like cool the rest of the night. Exactly. If you go past 2, proceed at your own risk.
Yes.
Basically.
Make sure that plan B is in your purse. If it's not, put in your order to pick up the next morning.
Yeah, and the good thing about downtown San Diego, I mean, I'm to CVS downtown, like right across from the most ratchet hood club too.
You know, if they go to CVS, they ain't making good decisions. I know with these women, it's like, oh my God, no offense, but make sure you put in your Target order, your CVS, your Walgreens for the next day for pickup before you go to work.
And move
you pick that up.
Ladies.
You get your orange juice. If you want to stop at Starbucks, get you a croissant or a bagel. There you go. That could be a morning routine. You know, I'm just saying.
And then I mean, that Plan B is good for 72 hours. You can like fucking fuck a palooza, freaknik, whatever you want to call it. It's like you got. You could be like wild and do the 70, was it 72, the full 72, but but for 48 though, it's like, I mean, no holds bars. You know what I'm saying? Like you do, like you do whatever you want to. You ain't got to worry about nothing. I mean, minus like STDs, but you should be old enough to know who you're fucking with at this point. But it's like shoot up the club. I don't give a fuck.
I mean, I feel like a lot of the crowd are Glorilla. I mean, I don't think they really knew any, but
like,
sorry, not all of y'all. Cause I know some.
I don't feel like the Glorilla crowd was the plan. Well, no, correction. I don't feel like they were the birth control type, but they were definitely the Plan B.
You think they were the birth control type?
No,
I think some of them were.
No, it's like, man, fucking like ain't nobody wearing that much neon like on birth control.
I feel like I heard pill containers rattling when they walked past me. I feel like someone had it all.
It's like wearing neon gym clothes and Jordan 1 mids out as casual wear. Not even casual, but dress up wear screams irresponsible to me. So it's like
that's why they on the birth control, because they know I'm not going to.
It's like, man, I feel like it's a responsibility to have to go and want to do that to plan ahead. I feel like like Plan B is more like in tune with the irresponsible crowd.
Yeah.
But like shows sold out, people outside fucking screaming and crying and fucking making veiled threats and shit like that.
Instagram live, everything. Yeah, everybody was live that night.
Yeah, I'm responsible. I'm responsible. I'm almost 40, so I bought my ticket online. It's like I was kind of pissed off because like I tried to buy my ticket like 3 times. It was 3 different prices, and I ended up selling on like $70. It's like, I don't want to say that it wasn't worth 70, but I would say if I could have paid less, I would have paid less. Yeah. But no. So I get in there, I hook up with the homies. It's like, for Alan, it's like he was with a stallion. I don't know who that was.
I'm not gonna. Oh man, I might have to edit that out. But Alan was there.
Yeah, it's like for Alan, you know what I'm saying? It's like he's the man of mysteries. Like he always got all the hoes. It's like him and Manny's brothers. Like I mean, nothing against my brothers. They great people. You know what I'm saying? Everybody moves the way that they want to move. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's like, man, they be having the hoes. I'd be like wondering, like, oh shit, where'd she come from? But no, it's like, so I'm hooking up with the homies. I got a couple homegirls there, whatever. So like I'm moving around the venue and everything, and it's just like everything that I was expecting a Glorilla show to be was exactly what I was receiving. It's like I wanted to buy some merch because I'm all about like concert merch and shit like that, but it's like, I mean, it was a little bit too zesty for me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, I can't like be walking around in a pink shirt saying Big Glow, or like having her on front like taking glamour shots and shit like that. So it's like, like the merch, I passed on that. But no, man, I was going through it. Like I didn't know half the songs. Like I knew the big songs that she did. So like I was like watching everybody do their thing and scream and shit. And I noticed there was this crowd in the middle that was like super close to the stage, maybe like I'd say about so like if you put people in rows, right? I'd say about like 4 to 5 rows back or whatever. So like kind of the middle, but still close enough to like the stage where you could be seen and noticed. And there was this chick in like red. She was like red spandex, kind of like a blood superhero or some shit like that. And she was really enjoying the show. and I feel like she kind of overstepped some boundaries because like she got her ass whooped obviously she overstepped some boundaries, but like when she overstepped some boundaries because she got her ass whooped in the middle of the dance floor, and it was kind of like a ass whooping rainbow coalition. There was like white girls, black girls, Hispanics, Samoans. It was just like they all joined together.
It was the United Nations of
ass. Yeah. Like man, she got her ass whooped for inclusivity. I mean, it was like wild because it was just like. And look, man, like, so I try to paint this picture in your head because, like, man, see, I tell the stories to and I use big words and go the long route to paint the picture in your head. Yeah. So imagine, right? There's this girl in this ratchet Little Red Riding Hood thing, but minus the dress, she has like leggings on and shit like that. It's like, blood superhero, like I said. So I don't know what she did to like offend all these people of different ethnicities, but it's like she said some universal disrespectful shit that like they got her ass a universal ass whooping because it was like
because it sounded like a lumberjack match. Just like
basically like she was in the middle surrounded by like a half circle, and it was just like Samoan girl get 2 shots in, then the Mexican girl get 2 shots in, then the white girl just like get 1 kick in, then the black girl will go over the board and shit.
Big Glow was bringing people together.
And the crazy part, this was during Fuck Nigga Free, and Big Glow kept performing until she saw the fight, and then she literally on stage said, "I like fights. Whoop that bitch." And then she kept performing, and then it was just like there was an ass whoop in the middle. There was people like dancing and twerking in the front. There was people in the middle watching. People in the back were like, dancing, watching, and twerking. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just sitting here watching. And then there was like this snail trail because it was just like, so if you ever been to the House of Blues, you got the dance floor, the stage, and like in the back you have like the bar
area where the DJs are.
And further back from there you got the stairs in the bathroom. Yeah. So when I say snail trail, she got her ass whooped from the middle of the dance floor to back where the bathrooms were. It's like I see this because I'm waiting in line to get a drink, and it's like the line that was formed for the drink parted, so she can get her ass whooped through.
That's full. Shout out Big Glow. That's unity.
Man.
To the fact where people is like, you know what? I just gotta. This is for the culture, and just move out the way.
And the crazy part about it is like you would think people would have their phones out, but people were just waiting in line. It was just like, hey, show's about to be over. I want to get this last Hennessy before I get out of here. It's just like move for the nonsense, and she got her ass whooped through a gap in the line, and then it was just like it was the craziest fucking like landing of this because it was just like she was getting her ass whooped by like an angry mob, and then it's just like the mob was just like, oh shit, the show's over, and then they went up front to get autographs. It's like the girl got her ass whooped, like she's like it was like a cloud of ass whooping, and then like the cloud just evaporated.
That cartoon cloud just rumbling through.
Well, dissipated, not evaporated, but it dissipated. And the girl that was whooping her ass went to go get an autograph, and then she just like stands up. She has this huge fucking knot on her head that's like bleeding, and she's all like, "Fuck y'all, I get some more." And I'm just like, pipe, just
take the L.
Just
walk away.
It's like, hey, you ain't winning this one. But it was the craziest thing in the world because it was just like, it was the most. It was the least exciting fight I've ever seen in my life. It was just like for someone to get jumped by multiple females. It's like the fact that the concert kept going and people was like enjoying the show more than it was the fight. It's like imagine getting jumped at a concert and like no one even cares enough to record it
because they knew what they was there for. They was worrying about Glow. You getting your ass whooped, that was your fault.
Yeah,
we know. And you said the girls who whooped their ass went right back up to the front. Like they knew what they was there for.
You got jumped at the wrong fucking concert. It's like because like this ain't even a cool story. It's like if you telling this story, it's like I got my ass whooped. No one reacted. It's like,
But it's also like I got jumped by a group of females to fuck nigga free. You automatically the problem.
right,
I'm automatically
right.
like, what did you do? Like you were the problem.
Exactly. Like this is the motherfuckers that are insensitive to where it's just like if you say you got raped, back to that word, it's like people say, oh, well, what were you wearing? And you know what I'm saying? It's like this is what like the fact that like
it's like the national anthem gets played and then you just get socked up. In my head, I'm like, what did you do? What did you say about the flag?
right, exactly.
Like,
If the national anthem is playing and you get jumped by a bunch of patriots while people still have their hand over their heart singing the national anthem and no one even skips a beat, it's like obviously whatever you did,
And it's multiracial.
multiracial, so there's unity. Whatever you did, you absolutely deserve the ass whooping. It's like that's my logic. It's like if no one even stopped to yell and be like, "Hey, stop
that! Let her up! Somebody help!" No screaming, no crying. If people was just going about their day, that means collectively, whatever you did, like you said,
it's like two pieces of a biscuit. No, you went down the fucking ethnic fucking like buffet of like whatever everyone's special dish is. And they gave you 2 pieces of that motherfucker and whatever the side is. So whether it's like 2 meats and a rice, whatever, like you got that shit. And it's just like people still continue to. It's like most fights when they happen, they disrupt everyone's fun.
Yeah.
And then it's just like after that shit's over, people like go back to having fun. But with you. You got your shit pushed in while people were still having fun. Yeah. No one even cared.
They just moved out of the way for the people.
It's like, you know what? I don't mind her getting her ass whooped as long as I don't get interrupted in the middle of this song. And that's exactly what happened to that young lady. And it's just like, and the worst part is she got her ass whooped and then they left to go get autographs. And then it's like, you get up off the ground like whatever. I can do this forever. And it's just like, it's over. like it's over. Like
did this long enough and you didn't succeed.
You didn't even get 15 minutes. It's like it happened because apparently it deserved to happen. Yeah. And then it's just like you get up and it's just like whatever bitch this, that, and the third. It's just like no one's been paying attention. Like you are the victim of society in 2023. like you've already been passed over. It's like you didn't even get enough time for people to feel sorry and empathize with you or like get mad.
Something else bigger happened and you just
you wasn't even awarded the ability to even hit the internet for white people to fucking criticize other minorities. It was just like no one even lifted a phone. It was just like you got your ass whooped from point A to point B and then left to think about what happened to you. And the worst part about it is that you don't get it.
I want to know what her story was. I want to know what she went home and posted. I don't know if you've seen the one where it was like Sons in 4 and the white dude beat up them 2 young cats and they both got on Instagram and said,
yeah, I remember that.
Whooped that nigga ass. Meanwhile, everyone in the world just saw y'all get lumped up. Y'all still bleeding and leaking and all that.
Man, like best story I saw, it's like I forget the name of the Instagram page that I follow, but they post the best memes and stories. So some chick she was cheating with somebody's baby daddy.
Yeah.
And then the chick whose baby daddy was actually caught them in the act.
Yeah.
The chick who caught them in the act got her ass whooped and her wig pulled off. The chick who was actually responsible for the baby daddy cheating took the wig to her hairdresser and got it installed. So she was like, I whooped this bitch ass and I'm wearing her wig.
That reminds me of like the Predator, just wearing the skull. Like that's exactly what that is.
Dude, scalping. That's it. No,
that's scalping.
Yeah, man, that's ghetto scalping. It's like get your wig pulled off and then installed by the person who pulled it off. And
I think that is you can't really. You got to kill them. I don't condone the violence, but you got to die. Like
somebody has to die. I'm either them or you. It's like
a fight is not going to suffice. You got to die.
It's like you had your chance to fight. It's like you got scalped. It's
like at that point you got to kill that person and then put their ashes in the chain and wear them. That's the only get back.
Because the chick who got the wig installed, she was talking about like the quality of the hair, how great it was. I'm just like, so you probably paid about $300-$400.
You got your ass whooped, then robbed. And you went there
ass whooped, scalped, robbed of your precious lace front, and then the robber went and got it installed, And now she's getting compliments because like of the hair.
That's like a rapper's chain getting snatched almost.
It,
They wearing a
that
chain.
that is the equivalent to getting your chain snatched if you are on a major label.
Oh, like Young Bird when he got his Megatron thing snatched, and rappers was passing it around in Detroit.
Yo, and the thing is,
Shout out World Star.
and the problem is, you get your chain. Youngberg, the chick who got her wig snatched, the people know. People like Youngberg get his chain snatched. Nigga, word that Megatron, that's Youngberg's.
Yeah.
You get your wig snatched off, that's 100% Yaki hair. That's that like man, like that's that good shit.
That's
right?
Latrice's right there.
Yeah, that's that good shit. Like either you got a good job or like a lot of child support. Like one of the two. See how you bring everything back full circle.
Oh, you know what?
First word I told you earlier.
Murder is not the option. You guys just have a good rebrand.
Fuck that.
Because Young Bird, he had a rebrand though. He hit maker now.
See,
So you gotta get a hood rebrand.
So murder is not the option if you have a second, like a fallback plan to where you're more successful than you were.
Only thing she could do now is create her own hair and merch on her. That's the best way because now you're like, my shit was good. Now I'm making my own hair. So
or like either create your own hair or like develop like a number of like fucking vending machines in various malls all over the nation that sell the hair that you fucking got snatched off your head,
and then put your picture on the front of every pack.
Yeah. So like basically, what we're saying is like success has to come from this.
Yes.
If not, the only other option is murder or suicide. You decide. Boom. like that. We can keep going, or we can fucking end it right there.
I think we got the title of this podcast now.
It's like, man, fucking like, hey, when you take your last part, it's like, man, yo, dude, play the song music behind this.
Holy shit! Before we go, we got to get into my favorite segment. One of them is
positivity.
Tap in
positivity,
segment, man. So before we leave here, what is something, someone, or some aspect of your life that you want to tap into once we wrap up the pod today?
So, like I came into the year and I was thinking to myself, because I was like, man, I got a lot of homeboys that, I mean, we all adults, we all go through life and everything. And it's like me personally, like maybe it's the fact that I overthink a lot, man, but I honestly feel guilty when I don't reach out. Like, I mean, even with you, like anybody that I like would no shit consider a friend or close. It's like I always feel like, you know what, man, like I should be talking to them more, to let them know that like, yo, like we fuck with each other type shit. But I've like actually learned that like the frequency doesn't matter. It's like it's the quality. Yeah. So it's just like, so I went from like having to, feeling guilty for not talking to everybody, like, what I'm saying, for like a long amount of time or whatever, to like now I just look at it as like whenever you do make them connections, like you make them quality connections. You know what I'm saying? It's like you know what I'm saying? Like me and you cannot talk for like a few months or whatever, but it's like when we do talk, like
there's no love lost.
Exactly. Like when we do talk, it's gonna be a good conversation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it'll probably lead to like us hanging out afterwards, and like when we hang out, you know what I'm saying, like we make it count. It's like
exactly.
it's like it's like I've come to a point to where I don't feel guilty anymore for not doing things that I think other people would care about. It's like now it's just more so, it's like I care about these people, and it's like when I do have connections with them, I'm going to make sure that those are quality connections.
There we go. Okay, I
There
fuck
you
with
go.
that. I fuck with that. I think again, we could do a whole pod on this too, but I think it's just a sign of the times. Like I feel like today, because social media is so fast food and something happens every 2 seconds and they post about it, like if you don't tell somebody you love them, you fuck with them this week, then it's like, oh man, we're not close because they just posted this person and then went to get lunch. And I don't, you know what I mean? But it's like if you have a really strong connection, y'all are cool, you don't have to talk every week, every day. Like it's still there.
Yo, it's like,
You know
man,
what I mean?
like I definitely be on that shit. It's like, man, I'm a huge proponent of giving people their flowers. Like it doesn't matter when, like they don't gotta fucking choose them to give them their flowers, but it's like, yo, if you cool people and that person is just like just good human, like, ladies and gentlemen, my thing is in life to me, what values, what, like, like outside of my daughter, is like what I care about the most is just being a good human being in this world. Because like, man, I don't really believe in religion. so much. It's like, it's not even like, I don't believe in like religion as in like the idea of it, but just the fact that it's an individual person.
Yeah.
It's like, my thing is, it's like, I'm huge on like energy in the universe. And it's just like, I feel like if you put good shit out, you get good shit back.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So I try to live my life solely off of being a good human being and being able to like put good energy out to everybody that I deal with. So, you know.
Well, shit, there you go. That was solid though. That was real solid.
Yeah, man. It's like, you know, I'm like a modern hippie. It's like I had a pre-midlife crisis a couple months back because I'm like, shit, man, I'm almost 40. I don't know what a 40-year-old supposed to be. It's like, I do certain things, you know what I'm saying? Am I supposed to be doing those things? Whatever the case may be. But then I went to therapy, and like my therapist was just like, you know, what you're worrying about is like social constructs. Yeah. So it's just like, you don't have to fall up under social constructs. You can be your own person, and whatever works for you type shit. So,
and social media ain't even real.
No, social media is not real, but it's very influential.
Oh, for sure. The other day I had the day with Gorilla, actually. Like, I had discussions that week, and I was like, I'm not doing what a 30-year-old should be doing. Then I talked to some people that I look up to, and they're like, you're doing everything that you're supposed to be doing. Everything that you need to take care of, you're taking care of. You know, things that you want to do, you're in motion. You might not be where you're at specifically, but you're working toward it. I think most people in life don't have the options to even work towards certain things because they have to take care of other things. So the fact that you have the ability to take care of everything and still work toward more, that's more than enough. So not letting social media and social society.
It's like it is wild the hope that social media has on like society, and it's just like I know a lot of people are able to comprehend the fact like social media is not real. But like, I think a lot of people also don't know that like social media is just basically it's a compilation of like the highlights in people's lives. It's like, whether good or bad, and I noticed there's no middle ground. It's just like a compilation of the really good or a compilation of the really bad, and it's just like,
no one's doing okay on there.
Everyone's
either shy or they're depressed.
Like, dude, like social media is like redheads. It's like redheads, like, man, fucking like, I've never, and look, I could be wrong. I be looking in the right places, but I've never seen a eyed redhead. It's like either they're like hideous or they're like gorgeous. You know what I'm saying? So, social media redheads. Think about it. Because, like, I guarantee all you out there have never seen, like, an eyed redhead. It's just always just like, damn, she's cute, or damn.
Because then it's like, it's not even red. It's just like light brown. You know what I mean? It's just like, you know what I mean? It's just a whole different. But that's actually, I never thought about it that way until you just said that. I've never seen, like,
visionary, enlightened people.
Okay redhead. It's always been like, yeah, you kind of funny looking, or like, damn.
Yeah. Redheads. One of the only things that, it's like, you know, like, man, for my cousin, he was like midgets, but I'm just like, man, fuck all midgets. Like minus my cousin. but yeah, it's like, and that's.
I wish that we were recording this on video, because I would have a fucking tracker on end. How many different comedians has Bobby offended in this podcast?
He choked when I said that. It was just like you could see the uncomfortableness in his face when I said that. But remember, this podcast, it's like, he's only responsible for the shit that he says. Like, everything that I say is just like shit that I just like say. And I was on tequila, and you know what I'm saying, it was just like I was battling piss and like morality, and it's like, you know, you just got what you got. You might get some rambling, whatever.
Speaking of piss and morality, next podcast we'll talk more about porn, because
it's like, man, shit, I don't know if the next podcast or this podcast should be called like piss and morality, but it's like, but it's like that, like, that's something that me as a consumer, if I read it, I'm just like, let me see what this is about.
Piss or morality?
yeah, piss or morality.
All right, y'all, man.
Yeah.
We about to head out. This is one of them pods to where this easily could have been like a 3 or 4 hour pod.
Man, a whole bunch of shit like that we brought up, we didn't even finish. But hey, man, I don't mind driving down now, so it's just like, we good.
I feel like with our pods, we need to have just be like, you know what, like, let's phone somebody in, just like, you know what I mean, like, I need to get that capability.
Yo, like these type of podcasts where like me, you, and certain people should honestly be like, you should go live. And just take questions from people.
You know, I got one in the works. I'm thinking about. Karama's already down for it.
Yeah, it's
you and Karama, me, you, and I need to really start tapping in and talking to Mers.
Yeah, Murs.
Murs the GOAT. Like,
Murs.
I need him on the episode.
My man. It's like, I know that I have a painting that's been sitting at your house for over a year.
Not even that episode.
But
We need to go out and go to dive bar together.
Painting that's been over there for a year. I haven't been consistent with coming to pick it up. I said I was going to do it. I didn't. I appreciate you for not selling, like giving it away already.
Yeah.
You and your woman's, or whatever pronoun she goes by, relationship, the pictures,
crazy,
the poses,
the one in the park.
Oh,
I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
Yo, it's like the park only rivals the pool table, like both of them, like man, yeah, man, I fucking fist up under the chin and like ankles up in the air.
And I'm gonna tell you, I've seen people do those poses and it's immediately been corny, but theirs feel right.
Yo, it's like
I love to see that going out.
Like Murs, I've been on him for a while. It's like man, shit. We actually did a podcast with him that never got released. It's like it sucked that it didn't, but back when he had his store up in Oceanside, and like
near the pier.
Yeah, and it's like yo, his brain. Like the visionary aspect of his brain, how he creates things. It's like me personally. I feel like I'm a very humble person. Yeah. So if I give myself a title, it's like I actually believe that I'm a title, and I always say I'm a visionary.
Yeah.
Murs is like he's a couple levels up from me. It's like everything. Like
he just takes a space or an idea and makes it. My barber needed someone to paint the shop. I was like, check. I got somebody who is just insanely creative. His work is literally all over the city. You can drive through San Diego, you will see his work on underpass, whatever. Painted my barber's shop, and I guess they're gonna do more work together. I'm like, this is somebody you can literally sit here and write some words down, and tell them what you think. And not only will they do what you think, but they will exceed it and put a whole new spin on it.
Hey, like fun fact. My first custom that I ever did for myself, I was a pair of Jordan 1s, like the denim. I think it was like friends and family, or like friends of the father, or like some shit. But it was like all.
Was it the paint spider ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like so the whole distressing and fucking paint like bleaching was like me. Hey, but I felt like that alone wasn't enough. So like what I did was actually gave them to Murs for like a month to go fucking do jobs in.
Yeah.
And like the paint drops, everything actually came from like drop jobs that he did. So those are like shoes that I will never get rid of because there's just like so much behind it. But Murs, like highest praise in the world. It's like his brain and the way that he fucking processes like imagery.
Everything.
Genius. It's like me, I give myself a lot of credit, but him, I would definitely be like, yo, like his thought process is genius. And it's like I really feel like I should kick it with him more, but it's like we always like talk like we miss each other.
Let's line up a fucking dive bar night, because Murs is dive bars are like my guilty pleasure. Like me and Chubby went to a dive bar, my boy Danny, in Arizona.
Right.
one of the best fucking nights I've ever had.
Yeah.
Went to a dive bar in London. Dive bars, I feel like I really have to trust you and fuck with you to go to a dive bar. Dive bar night with y'all two would be crazy.
Superior top tier dive bars, the dive bars that have like fucking dart boards. I mean, most of them have pool tables, but if they have a pool table and a dart board, God tier.
Don't forget the I don't know what they're called. I can't think of the name of the music machines though.
Oh yeah. Man, dude. Man. The ones you like download the app and it's like
Oh man.
Oh dude, it's one in Carlsbad that we like. Man, that I do Taco Tuesdays at. It's
I gotta find the name. It's gonna bother me if I don't find the name.
Like the one I can't remember the name of the one that I go to Taco Tuesdays in Carlsbad.
Yeah.
But it's right across from a fucking Handel's ice cream shop. So it's just like.
Touch Tunes, there we go.
Yeah, Touch Tunes.
Gotta have Touch Tunes. If it has Touch Tunes and the bar menu is cheap and they got a bunch of bullshit ass just come on, man.
Yeah.
Bullshit ass foods in there. I love that.
Yeah, it's like bars that have their drink selection on their back wall.
Yes.
Chef's kiss. Well, man, thank you so much for letting me have some of your time.
Of course.
It's man, I'm I had to come to San Diego, so just you know what? Everything fucking worked out properly.
Lined up.
It's man, we'll come back. It's man, we definitely need to get a sneaker round table, we
can get 4 heads at a time. Pause. But I mean, we can get four of us.
I mean, pause if that ain't type of shit you into, but yeah, but nah, definitely talk sneakers, man. It's because I know it's man, I've told people like my sneaker origin story. People be like, oh shit, I would have never thought that.
Yeah.
But it's man, I would love to get everybody, we've been fucking with in the culture.
We need to, because me and Karama had a talk, and this shit was reminded me of our talks. So that shit
Yeah,
could
man,
have
shout
kept
listen to
going.
that.
And me and Kramer were going. He was like, and the thing was like, man, I didn't know that you knew. And I was like, bro, I'm more humble. I'm younger than most people that I know. But I'm like, I was up there with grown folks waiting in line. I was the teenager, and they were like, how do you know about this shit?
Yeah, like it shit reminds me of fucking with fucking I'm a clock, but I like smoke with him, and he'll be like wearing some like super Japanese hype beast shit, and he'll be like, oh, you probably don't even know what this is. I'm like, oh no, that's whatever. It's like his eyes blow up like
That's mastermind.
yeah. He'd be like, man, I didn't know you knew. It's like bro, like man, I'm a sneaker head. It's like, man, like as far as the whole like buying shit, I'm not too much into that aspect, but like
we appreciate it.
Yeah, but the knowledge behind why something is hype, I understand why that is.
I always followed the V-suit, but I never wore it. But I knew the significance of it. Mastermind.
I had Evisu jeans in high school, Red Monkey.
I even went through a phase where I was studying Japanese denim. I didn't have many pairs, but I just the way they block the special indigo,
right?
The actual way they get it from actual indigo. It's more than just.
I remember indigo denim used to be. If you had that, like man, dude, that was back in the Pharrell Bape Double Star on the crotch days.
Mm-hmm.
See, like what people don't understand, sneaker culture isn't just about shoes.
No,
it's about like. You got the shoes, that's where the outfit starts. And then everything that goes on top of it, from like denim to like streetwear, shirts to fucking hats. It's like that's sneaker
to
culture.
The sitcoms. That,
exactly.
Like look at Jerry Seinfeld. You see this motherfucker walking down the street.
Martin, Will Smith.
Yep.
It's like
you would never expect a lot of these cats to be into sneakers, but they have some of the hardest sneaker collections out here.
Yeah, sneaker culture is more than just shoes, release dates, and resale. It's more about like, yo, why is there hype behind this shoe right here? And it's like it's appreciation to everybody else that appreciates the culture. But yeah, man. It's like, man, I got to piss and like, and we signing off. So
there we go. Well, thank y'all for listening once again. We will be back sooner than y'all expect. We mentioned a lot of people today. We're definitely going to get them on. But until the next time, any parting words for the people, Bobby?
Yeah. Podcast, me and Shooter, 6/15. So June 15th.
Okay.
The name of the title, Hardly Home and Always Reppin'. It's like the promotion's about to come soon. You know what I'm saying? It's like, we're going to keep it real Tennessee, but at the same time, like, we're going to keep it real California, too. So, yeah.
6/15, Hardly Home.
You hear it here first. I ain't posted on social media yet.
All right, we all heard it. I'll make sure I keep y'all up to date. But until the next time, we appreciate y'all listening.
Chill.
Peace.